Look out. The train is on its way.
Train has left the station.
Whoa, train's getting closer.
Man.
Look out.
Welcome everyone.
The train's getting closer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Somebody's playing it. I'm just trying to share it. That's all I'm trying to do. Share.
Yeah. Somebody's playing it.
Yeah, just trying to shut the hell up. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to Johnny Bean and all of his channels. Johnny Bean Live, etc. It's Saturday night.
It is. Welcome, men, dudes. What's up? It's Saturday night. It's the John BL evening. Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it, exactly.
I told you this is your program, man. So
you keep telling me that. I know.
Whatever you want to.
One of these weeks I'll go crazy. But
awesomes.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Okay. So who's here?
Who is here? Who's in the house right here?
It's David Nesdall is in his house.
Men.
Ooh.
There he is.
Hello, David.
Hello. How we doing?
With the Buddy Guy strat prominently featured.
Let's start it off early.
It is Saturday.
Well, we gotta do it. Just get it out of the way, right?
Yes. Yeah, I know. I was going to say something about that the other day.
Actually, look at this.
I saw something. Oh, there you go. There you go. Just make sure your address isn't showing at the bottom of there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have an address on this one. November 94. I went to my parents for Thanksgiving. I found a bunch of good magazines and books and stuff in the attic. So I'll look through. I'll share some of those with you. Some good ones. But
memories.
Yeah, memories. No, I had a great Thanksgiving, and I took some time to go through the old archive back up there at the parents' house. So see what I could find. A couple of nice little gems out there.
That's cool.
So
that's cool, man. Yeah, I used to have a huge collection of guitar players magazines.
Yeah, I had different subscriptions through the years, and I think Guitar Player, Guitar World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I did find a book that I was looking for years that it was pretty much like my Bible about classic rock here. You can tell this is something I would take to school every day, and there's got no cover, and it starts on B because I lost the first probably 15 pages. But it's the Harmony Encyclopedia of Rock, but it really goes in depth about. Have you ever heard of? Oh yeah, everybody's heard of Jose Feliciano, Brian Ferry, but
yeah,
it's got a lot of the deep flutes and a bunch of the deep lesser known artists, Heat Wave. But I studied this for years, and it's the best thing about it is it's got these whole like family trees that it breaks everything down from the earliest like roots and everything of rock, and it's got I don't know probably 20 or 30 of those little family trees.
Wow,
really
cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
man.
So I found a full version on eBay for $4, so that's coming next week.
Oh man,
yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With the front page.
With the with the full listing of A.
Which is what? Aerosmith, Air Supply.
Man, I mean, it's
ABBA.
There's a lot that I haven't heard of. Let's because you got the index. So.
I think it starts with ABBA.
And you know what? I got my new glasses too, so
I
can read now.
Here we go. It's Professor BL.
That's right. It starts with ABBA, of course. Don't forget Lee Abrams, AC/DC, Ace. Yeah, we won't go through them all. Air Supply, Air Force, great band that nobody's heard of. Albion Country Band, come on. Anyway.
Wow. Man, you look smarter.
Right?
Oh, but those are reading glasses.
Yeah, I can't. If I wear them for more than a minute or so, my eyes start to readjust, and I can't get back. It takes me 5 or 10 minutes to get back to reality. So, yeah, it's good
Your
to
eyes
read,
are going crazy.
but it is good. I mean, when the print is super tiny, it's like Bible stuff right here.
Man,
I can finally read it.
That's cool.
Hello, Dan Halen.
That's cool.
Yeah, who's in the chat tonight?
Whoa, Dan Halen. Should I read it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I like reading these things. Kelly, right there. Hey, was that you that sent the dollar for the guitar pick? I'll get that right out to you. Monday. Dwight Bailey is here. Metal Soda is in the house. Kelly, that is you. Okay, awesomes. And yeah, by the way, if any of you guys, if you want a Johnny Bean guitar pick, there's Nightbot's got the thing. Exclamation point guitar pick. Somebody type that in the chat, and then there's a PayPal link there, and just send $1, and I'll send you a guitar pick. Just make sure to send an address where I can send that to. Yeah, no space though.
No space.
Air conditioner just kicked in. Pal Guitars is here. Renus Pinkle is in the house. Vistalite 1972. Let's see. Hugh Caldwell, R2R3 Locky Nut. Brett McCord. Nightbot. My best friend in the world.
Nemesis.
No, I love Nightbot.
Nightbot's cool.
A lot of you guys hate Nightbot.
Yeah, I know. People, everybody's got to put in their 10 cents about Nightbot. He's a good guy. He keeps an eye out for us.
Oh, definitely. And Nightbot could make things a lot worse. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys have it real good with Nightbot right now. Tessie Switch is in the house. There you go, Tessie. I love you. Fruitcake Tony, who you should check out Fruitcake's guitar pick videos.
He put up a couple new videos this week and
today.
He's got the poof shirt.
Tonight.
He's got the poof shirt that
as I was sitting here, there were videos popping up.
And Tony also got a new bass, which I got some pictures I'll show you guys in a little while.
Oh man.
Beautiful Thunderbird bass.
Nice.
I've always wanted one of those, either a guitar or a bass. I like the Thunderbird.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Bird.
The T-Bird? I used to play a Thunderbird bass when the Mayfire, when we would tour or just play shows in general. The very last song we would play, the bass player and I would switch instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would play bass for that song.
Nice.
And his bass...
Did you have it slung real low?
Was a Thunderbird. Well, no, I just had it however he had it because you just switch real quick and play.
Seems like everyone who has a Thunderbird has that slung really low. Got to wear it low.
Well, he was a bit taller than me, so maybe actually I do have pictures. Actually, I'll put them in the Discord, which by the way, there's the poster on John BL's wall tonight. Join the chat in the Discord right there. That's a nice little poster, man.
I'm in the general area, but I can't quite get to it.
Wow. So yeah. Anyway, I've got pictures from shows with me playing that bass.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
down in Hollywood and Silver Lake and actually different parts of the country. So I'll post some of those in the Discord later this evening. So, but hey, Mickey Suttlemeyer is here. Riley is in the house. Gabriel Tone Guitars is also in the chat tonight.
Renus, I'll get you your question in a minute.
There's questions?
Yeah, he has a question, but he can wait until we're done with roll call.
I think we're done.
Okay. Renus wants to know what my opinion is on the EVH Overdrive as compared to the BEOD Friedman. I think they're both very good. They're both extremely different. You can't really compare them. They're very different. So both are very cool, but you can't make one sound like the other. They both sound very different.
What kind of era is the tone on the EVH overdrive? Is it like a
new? It's
like a
it's a 5150 sound.
okay,
It's
Yeah.
not going to sound like the old Marshall,
right?
and you can't get it to really sound like the old Marshall.
It's the blue channel. It's the blue channel of a 5153 amplifier. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I own both pedals, and I switch in between them depending on the situation, the gig or whatever, sound I need.
Here's an
But-
ad that I came across. Speaking of,
They're
I'm sure
both
you guys-
great.
You've seen this one, right?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I know exactly dude, I remember when that ad came out. I remember I was working at this guitar shop in Berkeley.
February 95.
95. Yeah. I remember that ad came out, and one of the other guys that worked at the store, he showed it to me. He's like, Johnny,
Yeah.
what do you think this is? What do you think that is, man?
It's a new car.
Fruitcake Tony wants an explanation on the blue channel on the EVH 5153 amp. There's 3 channels. There's the green channel, which is the clean sound, the blue channel, which is your rhythm overdrive sound, but you can get it really overdriven. It's pretty heavy for, and then the red channel, which is your solo channel, which is extremely heavy overdrive. And the blue channel is what the EVH 5150 pedal does.
Mhm. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Plenty of gain to solo with. More than you need. More than anyone ever needs.
Yeah. Some people, they don't even need the red channel. Like the blue channel is like heavy enough for a lot of people. But I did a bunch of videos when the 5150 overdrive pedal came out. And I did some videos with that pedal with other amplifiers.
Mhm.
I did some comparisons with the 5153, and actually right where that Discord poster is on John's wall, there will be a card right there with some of those videos on playback.
Right.
So make sure to check those out. There they are. John's touching them right now. There you go. But yeah, I did like I said, I did a bunch of videos with that pedal, and I mean, I can't say it enough, man. If any of you guys play the EVH 5153 amplifier, if that's your main amp, and let's say you go and you show up at a gig and you have to use some backline of somebody else's gear, or you got to do a fly, what do you call a fly gig or fly date or whatever, take the 5150 overdrive pedal with you, and you will have your sound. And
Plug it into a twin.
I'm not joking.
Mhm.
It's true.
If you have to play through a twin, use that pedal and you have your sound.
Or a triplet.
Yeah.
Know?
Hugh Caldwell asks, have you tried a Charvel Warren DeMartini snake guitar, USA or Pro Mod? I have. Basically, generally, it plays and feels just like the EVH Stripe Series guitars. The USA is a little bit better feeling. They're all really the same. They're not as good as the custom shop guitars. If you played a custom shop Charvel that looks like a DeMartini but isn't, you could tell the difference right away which is the better guitar. That's not saying the DeMartini's bad. They're good guitars, but if you're gonna buy a Charvel and you're gonna spend the money on a USA DeMartini, save a few dollars more and just get a custom shop version of whatever that guitar is. It's going to be, I guess it's a one humbucker guitar anyway. Maybe it's a humbucker and a single coil. Just get a custom shop Charvel with a humbucker and a single coil, and it is at least 10 times the guitar that a DeMartini is. Not saying that they're bad. It's just that a custom shop one is much, much better and not much more money.
It's good to know.
Yeah. And also James Gum is here. Hey, James. And Steve Carmichael.
James has a question for you, Dave.
James, hang on. Let me get to it. How come I don't see the question?
I'll read it. Do FU-Tone standard size titanium string lock screws and saddle screws fit in Ibanez original edge trim?
They should, yes.
FU-Tone
Only in the original, yes.
is compatible, right? Yeah.
Yes. But a low pro, no.
Original, yeah, edge.
Mhm.
That's cool. Sounds like chopping.
Yes. Desiree's chopping an apple.
Desiree's doing well. She's feeling better.
Yes.
Sounds like.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better.
Good.
We were just putting our Christmas tree up. We kind of have, we have a whole village underneath the tree, which is cool. It's all lit up with a bunch of stores and a church and trees and people, and it's really cool.
Wow.
And then we put the tree up and just turn the lights on, and some of the lights work, some of the lights don't work. We have to fix that and suss that out tomorrow morning. and then we'll put it together tomorrow, and take photos of it tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about Christmas lights. I was reading that they've changed kind of the way they build them over the past like 15, 20 years or 10 years or so with the LEDs and stuff like that. And there's a guy who posts all these tech videos, and he breaks it all down into like the how to build like the perfect set of lights and all that. It's kind of cool, but right up your alley, Dave, for the tech stuff.
Yeah. 7/8 he says, "Boy, this show is a real hoot." Well, why don't you join us? If you're that interested, why don't you join us?
That's right. Liven it up.
Jay, where are you, man? I'll join you, man.
Christmas lights. We're talking about Christmas lights. Come on, man.
Oh my gosh. Man, I just ate. I just had my Thanksgiving dinner, like literally, like right before we
So
started.
you're ready to fall asleep.
Well, no.
What did you have? What did you eat for your Johnny Bean Thanksgiving dinner?
It consisted of a roasted chicken. Roasted.
Didn't want to go with the turkey?
No. Not really into the turkey, no. I mean, chicken's better than turkey.
Yeah,
right?
Chicken's good.
I mean,
always
people
good.
eat. I mean, I hate saying this because I've got my own farm out here, but people eat chicken every day. People eat turkey. A lot of people eat turkey one day a year.
Right.
So, but what else was it? Stuffing. Homemade. Whatever you call that, stuffing stuff.
Stovetop or like the real stuff, like stuffed in the bird or.
No. Well, it wasn't stovetop. It was like
Pepperidge Farm,
the 365 version is what it was. And then a little bit of cranberry sauce, from the can, and what else? What else was in there? Mashed potatoes and some what do you call it? Gravy, brown gravy.
What do you call it? Yeah.
Turk fillet, Tessie. Man, yeah, a lot of people they have different thoughts on Chick-fil-A. Although I did eat there a couple weeks ago, just because
Chick-fil-A.
It was okay. The one thing I couldn't understand though with Chick-fil-A, how the heck do they find you? Have you ever eaten there? Eaten inside?
No, we don't have. I don't think there's one near me.
Man, well, here's the first tip with Chick-fil-A, you guys. If they're building a location in your area, if you show up like on the day that they first open, this is what I heard. They'll give you food. They'll give you like a free sandwich for like a year.
Yeah, I've heard some places. They'll give you a card that'll be good for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're also not open on Sundays.
Right. Yeah. But no, what I couldn't understand was, although I think I know, they don't. How should I say this? You make your order. You order your stuff, and then they ask if you want some sauce. The Chick-fil-A sauce, and you're like, so yeah, I'll have some of those. They put it in a cup.
But they
The
have their
sauce.
own special sauce. Is
Yeah,
it like a gravy or like an actual like a special sauce?
it's like a special sauce. It's like a thick special sauce. I think it's some sort of mustard.
Yeah.
But so what they'll do is they'll take the little. They're not packets. They're little like little
Cups.
square cups. They'll put them in a cup. Like here, they'll put them. They'll hand you the cup. It's like some sort of container. And then you go to your seat, and I'm thinking they find you with that cup. That cup has to have some sort of like cloaking device or something. I'm not kidding.
Johnny's conspiracy of Chick-fil-A.
I'm not kidding because they don't give
So
you
wait
a
a minute.
number. They don't give you a number.
You go up and you order. They give you a cup and your drink to go sit down, and then
Yeah, and
they
that-
say
they're
you don't have an
tracking you
order
with that.
number or like you
No,
so they come to your table with your food at the end.
they come right to you.
Okay, yeah. Then
So
there
there,
must be.
that cup has some sort of a cloaking device in it.
What if you don't want to drink?
But no, it's not to drink. It's just a cup to put your sauce in.
What if you don't want sauce or a drink?
They probably still give you that cup. Because that's the only way. Because the restaurant is so packed. GPS on your cup. Yeah, Tess. I think that's what it is.
Could be.
I think that's what it is.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
I'm not buying it.
No, actually, I think I'll be back up there probably in a couple weeks. I'll do a video. I'll go to Chick-fil-A. I'll order it.
Yeah.
I'll take the cup. I'll because the Chick-fil-A's out here. You guys think In-N-Out is packed?
Would you just ask them? I mean, do you think you could? Are you that type of person? Would you just
Yeah.
say,
Oh,
"Why-
yeah.
yeah"? Just
I'm
ask
sure
them. Let's
you
hear
could
it.
ask him. You could ask him, but it'd be interesting. I'll go there. I'll get that cup. I'll go sit way in the back,
Yeah.
and I'll see if they can find.
Just
it.
have the
I'll put
camera rolling.
I'll put the cup on somebody else's table and say, hey, and I'll watch them go to them.
All this talk about Chick-fil-A, and they're terrible.
You know?
It's just a terrible fast food chain. The food's not even good.
I've never-
Oh man, have you seen the lines?
Yeah, I don't care about the lines. I'm telling you, the food's no good. I don't like it. And look at me. I eat. I like to eat. I don't like that place.
Fast food fried chicken isn't really, or fast food chicken is never
Well,
really.
most people don't like that place, but it's not because of that.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like the food. I think the food's horrible. Desiree loves it. I can't stand it.
Oh man.
We have a great chicken place right up the street, which is like it's Chicken Connection. That's what they're called, and they just do home style meals with chicken, every
Well,
kind
we
of
have
chicken.
Boston Market that does that.
Well, like, Boston Market's the chain. I mean, we have like the mom and pop version, which is 10 times better.
Which is Chicken Connection.
It's the connection. You got to get your connection.
Uh-huh. It's like you need your fix, man. What about the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Any of you guys had that yet?
I mean,
See,
Popeyes
I
is okay too.
knew it was going to go there. And
Popeyes is okay too, but it's too greasy. It's just nasty and greasy. Your food tastes like the grease. It doesn't taste like food, and I don't like that either.
yeah,
How about in the chat? Let us know. Any of you guys had that Popeyes sandwich that people are fighting over? There's
They're
fights breaking out.
literally fighting over. Yeah,
Craziness.
Stupid.
yeah. Well, people love their chicken sandwiches, man. I don't know. It's I love a good chicken sandwich, but it's hard to find I want a good chicken parm. That's what I like. A good chicken parm sandwich.
Come to my house, I'll make it.
Yeah, well, that's the only way to get it is a good homemade chicken parm sandwich.
It's all about the sauce.
Sammy, you're absolutely right, Dave. We used to have a place that closed, 10, 15 years ago.
And they don't track you with that sauce. either.
Oh, man. And it was all about the sauce. They had the best stuff. But couldn't get
I
enough.
guess we lost Jay. He got disinterested very fast.
So, anyway, we can move on from. We always do a little bit of food talk. So,
Oh, of course. Although I just ate, so I'm not hungry. But yeah. So what were we saying? So Chick-fil-A, yeah, they track you with that cup. Yeah.
yeah, people like Chick-fil-A out there. They're talking about it. R2, R3 likes it. Curl Bar.
I got to tell you, I just came from a party. We just came home from a party, and we had a smoked turkey. Oh my god, it was amazing! It was amazing. I'm never gonna have a turkey cooked in an oven again after that.
Yeah.
Never.
Wow. Oh, John Biel just sent me he's saying that Jeannie says that Jay ate a questionable cookie. And he's eating everything in the house as we
Well,
speak.
we want to see that. Let's get him on here and
Yeah.
If Jay's doing crazy
click
shit,
the,
let's
click
see
the
it.
link. Click the link. We want to see.
Oh, yeah, Genie, you can click on it.
Actually, let me log into Snapchat. I have a feeling there'll be stuff up on Snapchat.
No, Renus, I've never had a duck sausage.
what kind of move is that?
Only you would think that. Yeah, Quentin's right. Jay is a questionable cookie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Renus. That's why we love you. Questionable cookies. Yeah, everybody's doing the cookies now. You go to Subway, they have cookies. You go to Wendy's, they have cookies. McDonald's has cookies.
Cookies are the best thing on the planet.
No,
Yeah.
Pizza and cookies, the two best things on the planet.
Not a cookie from a fast food place.
You're crazy. They make them there. They are good.
Let me see. I knew it. I knew it.
Let's see it.
I'm gonna show this, Jeannie. I knew it. Oh, he said poof. Yeah, he's wearing the poof.
Oh, he's
shirt.
wearing the poof shirt. Awesome.
There he is. He says poof.
What kind of cookie is that?
Awesome. I knew I would see that.
Is he doing his best Ron Johnson look-alike?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh my gosh.
Johnny, where's Ned tonight?
Ned is out on the town right now. Yeah, he was here. He was here. Yeah, he comes and goes. Yeah, you'll see him. It's been raining. It's been raining here. Hey, G. But I think the rain stopped,
G.
so he went out. So. John Biel, are you on Snapchat?
No. I haven't gotten into the Facebook is as far as I've gotten on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Oh man.
What else
Yeah.
is going on?
Okay. I'm logged into Snapchat, although it drains the battery like crazy.
I'll be right back.
All right, now we're losing Dave.
No, you're not losing me. I got to get some insulin in me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, Jeannie.
Ned's hanging out with Sammy. Nedward.
Yeah, have him jump in.
Yeah, any good Black Friday deals anybody got? Anybody head over to Guitar Center? I know they were having a good sale.
Oh, I didn't. I went to what the Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Best Buy and just
Yeah, we were saying they had some big TVs. Everyone was going out with a giant TV.
yeah, everybody was.
It's crazy. It is crazy how not only how big they are, and like they're all 4K and the Ultra HD and that kind of thing, and they're like for less than $500 you can get just a full wall like TV, whatever it is, 60 plus inches or something. It's crazy.
Whoa, that's nuts, man.
Good deals out there.
Tessie Switch is saying that Dravana pedals at 50% off.
50% off. That's pretty good.
50% off. Awesome. Tessie, by the way, man, I got to send you back your stuff, man. I've got it. It's been insane, man. But yeah, I can vouch. I can vouch for those. The stereo chorus Nirvana pedal. Actually, I did a video on that, and that'll be up near John Beale's poster up there. His Discord poster. There'll be a Nirvana pedal video that I did, and awesome, amazing
I
sound.
haven't heard of them, Nirvana. They've been around for a while, or
Mhm.
and they do. Is it all different kinds, or like overdrive pedals, or?
Yeah, it's overdrive, chorus, delays.
There's so many pedal companies out there now. So many. I mean, the little ones, and they're all great. They really are. They're all using. Similar circuits and stuff, but they all use. Especially the smaller companies tend to use really the better.
Uh-oh. Dave, you ready? All right, John BL froze.
That's terrible.
John, try not to smile. Uh-huh. Hey everybody, this is John BL.
And then what happened?
John, try not to blink for like 5 minutes. Okay. Hey,
Today
guys.
I lost my best friend, and
Hey. Oh.
What happened?
I don't know what you were like. I was talking to you, and you're just
Frozen again?
I was talking to you, and you were just like,
you were about zero.
Do you like the Han Solo?
yeah. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like John Bill. What do you think about that overdrive pedal? And you're like,
I don't know. Everything just went into like hourglass mode there with the swirly stuff.
you're like, Bubba, no.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I look pissed. R2, R3. No, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I wasn't pissed. I just locked up on me.
What happened to me? Did I freeze to you, or did I? Did
You guys all stopped, and it was like the little swirly poof. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
poofed out?
that. Harry sticks something in his mouth. Oh man, it's always fun.
Man.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the oh wait, Jeannie just sent me another message. We were talking about the Nirvana pedals, and Tessie Switch has them for 50% off.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Oh, Jay's chugging water. Oh my god!
Was he in rough shape? Sounds like it might be serious.
That's good.
Parched.
What's in that water?
I don't know, but he's thirsty as heck.
Oh, you can hear that they're watching us. You can hear us in the background.
Parched.
Oh, parched. You said parched.
Here we go.
Man,
Parched.
dang.
We'll have to get a soundbite of that. Parched. Parched.
Parched.
Parched.
Oh man. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Nirvana pedals from Tessie Switch. Check them out. They're on the Tessie's website.
Cool.
And again, there'll be a card. Actually, it's on Nesdall's. That poster is now on half of Nesdall's wall.
Oh, I lost it.
What was that?
I don't know.
Oh my
I'm
God.
back.
Hello.
Yes, lost the cable.
Yeah. Now I'm getting thirsty.
Yes, Headstock Harem. Yes, says what a story that me and Mancuda had on that green gem. It's a small world after Nesdal. It's true. Two of the gems that Mancuda owns, I had stories with. That one and the one that he actually won that belonged to Steve Vai.
I was looking through some of these old magazines, and I guarantee I found some great graphics guitars. I guarantee Mancuda has some of these. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't know. I think that's Poison. That's CC.
Oh,
Cool
he has
to
that
see
one?
which ones he. I don't know, but some of them are like, you know,
Well, he's got quite a few.
right up his alley with the graphics. Here you go. He does. I don't know if this is one that I know he showed.
Yeah,
one
that is the one that he owns.
Yeah.
That is.
So
Yeah,
I know he had CC's.
I
Oh,
almost,
that's an old circus magazine.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that he owns that guitar.
Mm-hmm. Geez, I mean, this is what 1990. Every guitar player has like a graphic guitar. I mean, look at here's Slaughter. You know, there's a graphic. Everybody had to have a graphic on their guitar. On their guitar.
Yeah.
Riley
Yeah.
Morgan asks if I can do the beginning of Yankee Rose. You mean the guitar talking? Yes.
What?
You can play that?
Yeah, with a wah pedal. Yeah.
Do you have one?
No, I don't have one handy.
Here you go, Thunderbird bass. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's a Gibson.
I can kind of do it without the wah. Let's try to do this without making a lot of noise because it's lead.
Thunderbird. Does that look anything like Tony's bass?
Oh, here's Tony's. Yeah, I don't know if I showed it yet. Here's a picture of Tony.
Hey, Caleb. Oh, nice.
I think
That's Tony's bass.
it's similar. It just I don't know if it's not really even.
That's probably a
similar.
stock. That's probably a stock photo.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear this? Can you hear
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get any louder than that.
We can hear the acoustic strings more than we can hear. Yeah.
Well, that sounds good when you can hear the acoustic. It's like a wet, dry, wet.
He's talking all over it.
Yeah, because that's what he does.
Okay, John Biel, you say Roth's, you do Roth's part, and Nesdal will do Vai's part.
Okay, we'll try.
Ah,
What? Well, let me roll up onto the sidewalk and take a look. Whoa, she's beautiful. I'm talking about a Yankee Rose,
I can't do this without a pick.
and she looks wild. Is it wild? Or
Yeah.
fine? Wild. And then it goes into the
All right, too much. Wow, that'll have to make the highlight reel.
wow.
Oh, right. Tezzy. Yeah, thanks. I can't do anything without a pick these days. So
Here's a. I didn't even notice this before. What magazine is this?
Uh-oh.
Guitar Magazine, March '92.
Oh man, what's the cover of that one?
There's no cover's long gone.
March '92. I think I had that one.
I don't think there's a picture of it anywhere.
I remember when I first saw that picture. He's sitting on a road case that has like the classic Van Halen
Yeah,
logo
I don't know if I
right?
missed this or what. Usually I would cut it out from '92. I would have cut this out, but this was right around the time they were on tour for 91, 92, 91 era. Sorry, this is it's always cool to find what was going on back in the '90s and some of the old ads and stuff. Stevie Ray Vaughan had just passed, and every guitar was doing a tribute to him.
Mhm.
guitar magazine.
Oh, that was huge.
Yeah. Angus Young.
Metal Soda, no, I don't think Vi ever had a metal, a chrome gem. I don't think so.
Satriani had the chrome.
Correct.
Satriani. What was that called?
Chrome
JS.
Boy.
Chrome
JS.
Chrome Boy.
Chrome Boy.
Chrome Boy. I think they did like a reissue or something of that.
Yeah, and it's out now.
Like a year ago or 2 years ago. I saw them.
And it has a sustainer pickup in it.
Nice.
Did the original must have had one too?
No, the original one had 2 humbuckers in it, and the new he did another one once he went to a 24 fret guitar with a humbucker in the bridge and the single coil in the neck, and that one had a sustainer.
That's cool.
Raleigh Morgan asked Dave, "How do I get early '90s Van Halen tone?" You cut his hands off and paste them onto your arms.
No,
Yeah. You get an amp with high gain on it, put some chorus on it, and that's pretty much it. Turn down the mids a little bit because he had no mids in the '90s.
Early '90s. I think you could use a 5050 overdrive for that.
Oh yeah, you can.
Just turn the
dial
gain
it-
down.
Dial it
Just
back.
don't dial it back. Don't have the gain, past. Put the gain somewhere around maybe 10 or 11 o'clock.
Mhm.
9, 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you don't always have to have it cranked.
No.
Crowbar, no, there was never a chrome gem. Never. There was a metal gem. There was one that was metal, but it wasn't chrome. The 90th anniversary is metal. It's like an aluminum.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Would you say that? Which anniversary?
90th anniversary.
90th of what?
Ibanez's 90th anniversary.
Ibanez has been around for 90 years.
Over 100 years. Yes.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
What did they start out? I mean, they weren't always a guitar company then, were they?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
No, they made like quilts and horse and buggies.
Well, a lot of those companies, they started out doing other stuff.
Yamaha makes motorcycles.
That's right. Yamaha makes Yamaha
Ibanez-
makes everything.
Ibanez did. Actually, I'll play John Biel and I'll actually look something up.
Krellbar, the Bad Horsey guitar was a plastic mirrored top on a wooden body. It was plastic and it was a mirror.
Bad Horsey guitar.
The Ibanez brand name dates back to 1929.
Wow.
But how do you pronounce his name?
Hoshino?
Dave was exactly right. 90
Hoshino Gaki
Yeah.
Company began in 1908
years. Wow.
as the musical instrument sales division of the Hoshino Shoten. It was a bookstore. It was a bookstore, and the Ibanez brand name dates back to
I
1929.
wonder what some of their earliest instruments are. If there's any
Well,
collectors out there, or anybody who has those.
he says they began importing Salvador
Tessie Switch has it.
Ibanez E. They imported guitars from Spain in the very beginning.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and the modern era of Ibanez guitars began in 1957. The late 50s and 1960s, there's Ibanez guitar catalogs from the 50s and 60s, man.
Wow.
That's cool.
You gotta. Oh, that reminds me, man. Are you gonna show off? Oh, you didn't get it yet. You sent me the thing. You were maybe gonna get it. The thing on eBay.
Oh, you're talking to me about
That was you, right?
that store display?
The display. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that at some point.
Oh,
It was interesting. It's ending. I think it ends in a couple hours, actually.
Oh, then we shouldn't say what it is because you want
Right.
to get it.
Well, no,
'Cause
I don't.
Somebody will.
It'd
Somebody
be kind of
will
cool
snipe it.
if anybody can get it. So, all right. We can talk about it. It's really.
Somebody will snipe. it from
Let's see where it's at this point. If I can find it.
But I was gonna say maybe look up, see if there's any early Ibanez catalogs on eBay, like from the
Yeah.
50s and 60s.
Where the heck is eBay? Oh, there it is. What's eBay? I did win. I did win a poster, a Van Halen poster. Hopefully, I'll show that next week. I won't give you any more away, but I
Cool.
did win a poster. Oh my God, it's up to $130. It was $22 last night.
Oh,
Wow, 23 bids. People found that real quick, but here, I guess I can show it now because I'm not going to buy it.
I know exactly where it's gonna end up too. I'm in a group on Facebook of all these dudes that snatched all that stuff up, and I guarantee you it's gonna end up one of these guys is gonna get
The thing is, Warner Brothers poster, if you look at it, it does have the women and children first, but that's the only Van Halen thing on there. Even like a lot of the, it's got, like authentic, not instructions and stuff, but
the cool thing about it though is it features Bugs Bunny.
yeah, but it's still the Bugs Bunny part of it isn't related to Van Halen at all. It doesn't like the Bugs.
But it's
It's all Warner Brothers.
It's Warner's.
Right.
So that's what's cool is well, there was the Van Halen 77 EP that it called Merry Melodies.
Right.
Or whatever. And or maybe it wasn't called that, but it featured Elmer Fudd is like on it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing I've been looking at is the wait a minute, look at that. The Discogs that I've been looking at for a lot of the I found some really interesting and strange official Warner Brothers releases from some from Japan, some international releases, but I'll find the pictures and I'll show you because some of them are I've never heard of them. Maybe you've heard of them, Johnny, but they're a little risque to be honest, but they're actually official releases from Warner Brothers. But I'm gonna use the room for a second. I'll be back.
Well, I was gonna go get something to drink.
Well, you're gonna have to wait till I get back.
I'll be back too. Nesdal will have to take care of things.
I'll just sit here and play with my thumb. Okay. Football Legend says Merry Melodies was a 5-song EP. Says I'm back. They said the first test was incorrect, but he had pneumonia and it sucked. He's all better now. He's just been playing guitar. That's awesome. Playing guitar is good. It also makes you feel better. I do that with this thing. What's everyone have to say? Now that everyone left me, it's my show. I do what I want. Maybe I'll do some playing. How about that? Desiree's doing well. She's actually sleeping, I think, or watching TV. But thank you for asking.
Oh yeah. Maybe she fell asleep watching TV.
Probably. I'll go in there later and the TV will be on.
Yeah.
Rezakhan asks if I've ever bought a guitar used without playing it first. Yes, I do that all the time. Because
I
don't care how the guitar comes set up. I set up every guitar I have the way I like it. So, and nowadays there's really there's no danger. If you don't like a guitar, you can return it.
Or you can just finish it.
I got to bring my guitars in. It's been over a year since I've had them really set up. I can change the strings and stuff, but it's been probably 2 years since I've had most of my guitars set up. So it'd be cool it's always nice when you get it back and they polish it up and they put brand new strings on. They go through the electronics and everything, and they give it the Dave Nesdal treatment. It's always good.
No, they don't.
Look at this.
I have a good tech. I like my tech.
Look at this, John. That's a 1950s Ibanez catalog.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
Ibanez 50s catalog. Well, I'm wondering how well known those. I mean, I know they're obviously well known, but how highly regarded they are. You know, what kind of quality they were back in that time, because you don't hear a lot about the
Well, I'm sure they were great.
Ibanez. I'm sure they were great, yeah, but there were a lot of like smaller companies back then. I mean, there were hundreds of them, literally, especially
even,
overseas.
Think about the 70s. The Ibanez in the 70s, they were all lawsuit guitars, and most of them were better than the 70s
Right.
Fender guitars that they looked like.
Did you watch the Rig Rundown Premier Guitar? It was just uploaded, Black Keys.
Yeah, I saw it.
And he's got a bunch of the lawsuit guitars, which he loves.
He's also got a 58 Les Paul.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got some amazing guitars. That's one to watch at some point when after tonight, tomorrow when you're watching football and it's a commercial, and you can check something else out.
Yeah, don't go anywhere right now because
That's right.
we're the best thing on YouTube.
That's right.
Back in 1960, actually, they sold a lot of acoustic guitars, Ibanez. Oh yeah, they had a lot of really cool looking guitars back then. Oh, wow, a lot of just really just bizarre shapes.
Well, the 70s was a huge. They had, I mean, not only the lawsuit guitars, but they had some of the double neck and all kinds of inlays and I don't know, what was that model? Dave might know. In the 70s, it was the same one that the guy from Triumph used, I think. He used a double neck that had that was an Ibanez.
Look at these.
What year was that? Those were the 60s or 70s?
66.
Looks like they have like a bass, like a Hofner bass. Is it all kind of lawsuit stuff? That the top one's a Gibson knockoff, isn't it?
Man, I wish I could. Like that one's really crazy. That white one, I'd never seen a guitar like that. How can I do this? Can you guys see this?
Yeah, kind of. Oh yeah, that is kind of crazy.
It's right up your alley, Johnny.
I like it.
Muy bien. Let's see what the Ultimate Guitar Book has to say about Ibanez. Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Remember, I told you there was that sports news anchor from Bay Area up here, and his name is Mark Ibanez. Ibanez, and it was spelled like Ibanez.
Is he Asian or Japanese or?
No,
He's just.
he's neither.
He's neither. I don't know.
Wow, I really like a lot of these 60s, a lot of the 60s Japanese guitars. You know, I've actually had a few of them. You know, years ago, I had a.
Well, I guess since we're talking about it,
I had a Kent. Remember Kent?
yeah.
Old Kent guitars. I had a Kent. What did I do with that? I found it in like a dumpster.
Really?
Yeah. Old metal dude. I know where Jackson Brown gets all those guitars, man. I used to work at the store where he used to shop. Jackson Brown would come in and I'd watch him jamming all the time, and he would buy all that stuff. Last time I saw him, I was crossing the street, and he was passing me, and I said hello to him.
Is he a Bay Area guy?
No,
He's a New York City guy.
yeah, he's not from here, but he's always out here.
Well, I know he did. I mean, he was part of the Southern rock, the LA sound back when like the Eagles were starting out. Him and the Eagles, they all had that.
Well, he did the song.
LA roots.
He did the song for what the hell is that
What
movie?
is it?
Movie I never saw, and then I finally saw it.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary. What do you call it? Steve Anderson sent me the DVD.
What are we talking about?
You know, what's his name?
Why don't you look for the DVD?
You know, what's hey, chat room. Yeah, I think Jackson. I think he lives in L.A. Because what's the movie? He did the song for it.
Jackson
It-
Brown.
It's freaking.
I can't think of it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Find out what the name of the movie is.
Well, go to Discogs right here. Let's see. Jackson
It's
Brown.
freaking. What's his name? Sean Penn. Sean Penn.
Last time I heard my
You're
heart.
talking about the Fast
Fast
Times.
Times.
Okay. Yeah.
Jackson Brown did the song for that.
Okay. Well, I
Thank
found
you,
some-
Sean Mahoney.
Yeah.
Fat Times. Old Mel dude. Fat Times. That's a different DVD.
Hardwood Steak says, "Do you think Sammy got Mikey back his royalties publishing after joining in 1986 as a new singer?" No, he didn't.
Hey, man, you feeling all right? All right, we've got somebody here with us. All right, here we go. Everybody, can we get a warm welcome for Mr. Jay Hannon? Everybody sat down real quick.
Mike is himself. My thumb is status.
Excuse me.
Jay,
How's it? Can you hear me?
how are you? Yeah.
I'm good. Good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Fruitcake Tony asked if I think Martins are worth their price tag. Absolutely.
Doc Martens?
Yeah.
Doc Martens as well.
Wouldn't it be funny if you had a doctor his last name was Martin?
I'm sure he's out there somewhere.
Yeah. Sure. there's
Doc
more-
Martin. Yeah. Man, we saw your videos, man. Jeannie,
Oh, I know. I saw it.
So what's going on tonight, Jay? How you doing? How you feeling?
Doing all right?
Are we boring you, Jay?
You were before.
What?
Oh,
what have you
it
been
was
up,
horrible,
What have you been
man.
up to?
it was awful.
What, John?
What have you been up to?
I picked a guitar up today.
Did you pick it up? Did you put it back down, or did you take it with you?
No, it's I put it down. It's behind me.
Okay.
It's nothing new, but
You bought one, you mean?
no. I wish. I got my butt shot. The hell are you stuck on? Got my Universe back
Where was it?
in Wilmington. I had the frets leveled, and holy crap, this guy. I should probably show you the picture of these. Well, you guys have seen them before, but these ones down here were completely. Man, I don't even know where the hell I'm going right now. They were just worn to hell and back. And this guy did a complete fret level, and it's like new.
Fret level
Oh, yeah.
midnight.
Yeah, man. Can you get any flatter? Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome, man. So it
Nice.
feels like a brand new guitar.
It does.
Well, on the left side, the left hand.
Yeah. But when I got home, I plugged it in, and instantly, because I've been playing this one right here for months now, just nonstop. And the second I plugged this in, I noticed within 2 seconds that, man, these pickups ain't cutting it anymore. It literally sounded like you put napkins over the speaker, the amp, the speakers in the amp. They just said they didn't have any definition. So now I'm really, because I was thinking about it before, like possibly swapping these out, but
But
I don't
Jay,
wanna do it.
another thing is, you get on the yellow guitar, those pickups are mounted directly into the wood, and they are not on that guitar. So that's a lot of the difference there.
Well, it's not even a close comparison. It was unbelievable how
It won't be a close comparison.
well one behind me, the one with the Evolutions or the Evolution and the Air Norton, they sound, in the same ballpark as this, but these don't. So I'm gonna do something about it.
Evolutions as well.
Sorry?
Aren't those Evolutions as well?
No, these are the Blaze humbuckers.
Oh,
Or
those
Blaze
are the
tubes. With it. What?
Those are the old Blaze, the original Blaze.
Yeah.
Ah,
Supposedly the ones in the universe.
they should be Blaze as well.
Yeah, they were, but rumor has it is that Steve Vai had kind of altered the ones that went in these, but who knows if it's true? Just a old wives' tale, But I mean, it's. I can't believe how awesome this is. Before, if you did any of this stuff, you're like, you're in a rut.
Is that true though?
What?
Do old wives have tails?
God, I hope not. Football Legends, they said those pickups look so wide, thick. Well, I would think they look narrower because they're longer. Normal DiMarzio 7-string pickup.
Oh, it's 7 strings.
Yeah.
If it was 6-string, Nesdal would be all over those.
I would.
So about the Chrome Boy versus the Gem. I mean, I always looked at that guitar as a mirror chrome, whatever the hell, the Gem,
It's not though. It's plastic. I've owned one.
I'm just saying. Looks the same, as far as
But it doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, especially when it gets scratched up. Chrome looks like chrome still, but the mirror just looks like opaque something. Maybe when it's
What
brand
is
new,
does it? Yeah, does the mirror kind of fade away after a while? After
it gets worn down. It's,
this. Yeah, it gets all scratched and. Hey, look, it's me. It's my nose.
yeah, that's plastic on there, right?
Yeah, it's just a plastic.
Yeah, that's what the mirror Gem looks like.
So is the Chrome Boy actually painted like that?
It's chromed, yeah.
It's awesome.
what about like Paul Stanley's Iceman with the mirrors on it? Are those glass? Do you think, or because it looks like he's almost got them into like a
Not real glass. No.
like a clay or like a paste or something pasted onto there.
It would be too heavy if it was real glass.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, Metal Soda, the guitar is dipped in chrome. It's chrome.
That sounds good. Dipped in chrome.
Football legends. I only just blurt out facts. I don't argue with people for the sake of arguing. I don't care.
Make sure that's going to the right place. There we go.
What?
Yeah, it's like there's no point in sitting on Facebook all day and just fighting with people,
Who does that?
Gary Turner is considering putting EMG 81s and 85s in his newish Kramer Pacer. My opinion is if you like the way they sound, then do it.
Would I? No.
Would I?
Man, yeah, I'm getting the itch for the bare knuckle, man. I mean, ever since you've been talking about them, and I went to their website, and it's a very impressive site. You know, it's a very cool site.
The sound samples, for all the that's how the riff goes on it. What the hell's my pick? They have a riff in every every sample every pickup, they have a sound sample. It's the am I plugged in? Man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now.
Somebody help out Jay there.
It's in the other guitar.
Okay. Real quick.
What?
Oh, somebody else wants to jump in here, but I'll let go. You can go ahead and play because it'll change the entire scene here.
They have one of those riffs. See, that doesn't cut it for me right there. That tone doesn't cut it, man. Nope. Yeah.
And really quickly, where's the old metal dude, Johnny? Yes, I am using StreamYard, but they basically forced me to do that. They were going to cut me off. So that's why you don't see the duck anymore. Although I can change those around. And actually, I had another one up there when John Biel and I were sitting here. And I'm like, John, what do you think of this?
Sorry.
And he's like, nah.
Just put up a cash sign. Just put up a money sign up there.
So anyway, yeah, leave a thumbs up though. Exclamation point thumbs in the chat. We'll put it back on the Discord. And coming in hot, we got a couple thumbs right here.
Oh.
Whoa!
Hey,
What's up?
hey, Caleb.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Do that again.
Am I gonna get flagged, Johnny?
No.
Nice. I don't take it. I don't take it all.
Oh, you gotta.
I know you got it.
Jay, you got to form a band now and call it Nerd Hannon.
Nerd
Nerd hidden.
Yeah.
Grab that domain, man.
Nerd Hannon. All right.
It's the tribute to Nerd Halen,
Yeah.
which is the tribute to Van Halen.
Van Hannon.
The premier Nerd Halen tribute.
East
We're the
Coast
number
tribute.
one Nerd Halen tribute on the East Coast, Southwest, East. South Carolina's finest Nerd Halen tribute band.
Nerd Hannon.
Nerd Hannon.
Oh man.
And you get the interviews of people on the street after the show. I couldn't even tell a difference. Is it the name?
The
Oh,
East
look-
Coast show is the same as the West Coast show.
Yeah, like the
I thought the huge
Yeah.
billboard had it spelled wrong. I thought they messed up and put Hannon in place of Halen. And I got in there. I couldn't tell the difference. I thought it was the same band.
and they're all wearing fur coats and pearl necklaces and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, get Mancuda in to finish that joke.
Oh, God.
There's not enough room in this planet for him in here now.
Oh my God. Do you have him locked in the back there, Dave, or what?
No, his parents live out east.
I
That was-
know.
For a while, I thought he was staying with you, Dave, and I was like, "Man,
I
that's,
couldn't have-
that's
I
gonna
got-
wear thin on you after a long."
I probably put
hours.
my own gun in my own mouth.
I
Man.
know. With all the, yeah, careful with the guns. And
Well, I was relieved to find out he was hanging with his parents instead of you.
Oh, it affected you that much, huh?
Well, I mean, geez, that it's tough when you have a guest for a long time. It gets sometimes, as much as you love them, it sometimes it gets to be
Sometimes.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's not enough room in Glen Cove for me to see him every day, or anyone for that matter.
how long is he out? Is he living there now, or?
No, he's here visiting his family until I think he goes back on the 11th. I think he said he has to be back at work on the 12th.
Got it.
And I love the guy. He's funny. He's cool. And the way he acts on screen is certainly not the way he acts in public. He's much
No,
different.
There's a.
Much different. He's a lot more tame in public.
It's the red lights thing. The red lights.
Yeah.
Red light goes on, and
He's not on 24 hours a day.
yeah, I know a lot of people like that.
So he's not like Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
They said he was Randy Savage. Randy Savage, like that was him.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that tweet I tagged you in, Jay? The other day with what was the guy? The guy the wrestler that wore the kilt.
No, you're talking about the Ultimate Warrior.
No, the guy
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
What? Because somebody sent me one with the Ultimate Warrior. When your mom calls you for dinner or something, and he comes running out of the back, just. So which one did you tweet me in?
I copied you in a tweet of it was a commercial, some like TV commercial he did, where he's like driving, he's like sitting in a car, and he's like holding up like a VHS tape, like he's selling his own VHS tapes.
Yeah, what the heck was that? Man, I'm
Here, I'll look it up. It's on. I tagged you in it on Twitter just a couple days ago.
Brett McCord says, "Poor John Mancuda not here to defend himself." What do you mean, poor John Mancuda?
Right.
We love that guy. We actually love that guy. So, and we bust each other's balls. Every one of us, we always bust each other's balls, whether we're on here together or not.
I gotta look through some more of these magazines because I guarantee you a lot of his guitars are in here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that CC DeVille. That's his guitar. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather be
I saw an ad with Lynch the other day, and some sort of old ad with Lynch, and he was holding that Skulls one, not the Skull one, but the one that John has, the Skull drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw the CC what's the name of that artist that does the 1980s kind of girl?
Nagel.
Nagel.
The Nagel. Yeah, or think of it as like the Rio,
The Finagle.
the Duran Duran Rio.
great tune.
Great tune.
Rio.
I have one of John's guitars here.
There you go.
The green gem, if it is, I'll pay you.
No, it's not.
Ah,
Nice.
What guitar is that?
I don't think he has that
He
one.
doesn't have, who is that, by the way?
That's not Lynch, is it?
No, I think it's
No.
Richie Sambora.
no.
Sebastian. Oh, so whoever played with Sebastian Bach. back
Dave
then.
Sabo.
Sabo.
Dave Snake.
Sneak
I
Sabo.
always thought it was Sabo.
Me too. Yeah, that's what I called him. Yep. Dave Snake Sabo. Wasn't it that baseball player?
Rudy
Yeah.
Sarzo. With
Sabo?
the Rudy
Yeah,
Sarzo technique with the hand.
Got caught with a piece of cork on the edge of his end of his bat.
I thought it was going to be somewhere else. Yeah, he's like the original nerd baseball player with his glasses, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the big.
That's the
James Worthy.
the very first green gem with a new neck on it, with a green vine on it, I believe.
It's even got the paint in the.
It's yeah, they all do.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's one thing I wish was in the universe, man. What do they call it? The lions.
The claw,
Yeah,
the
lion.
craw.
Yeah.
It's another graphic guitar. It's probably Warrant. Sorry, I mean, these are the ones that I was looking at earlier. I think he might have shown that one. Does he have that one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And then there's. Anyway,
I remember that
Ooh.
one.
yeah,
See that Kaler?
He also has a double neck of that with the money
crazy
on it.
man. Warrant. Want.
John, did you see? Speaking of like custom painted guitars or whatever, they have a check out. Dan Spitz or Danny Spitz, his guitar when he was with Anthrax towards the end, or actually,
Oh, yeah.
beginning, I guess the Ninja Turtle guitar.
Even Scott had some crazy guitars. Well, he had what was it? The Yankees
Dread.
guitars.
The Yankees guitar, the Judge Dredd guitars.
Mhm.
Mike as himself says, "Jay, a couple beers and a Dremel tool, make your own lion claw." Man, it would be out the back. It would turn into the Red Beach model. This whole back would be cut off.
Or the shark.
Oh wow, Steve made a new universe. no, it's just-
It's called a galaxy.
it's called It's Over. What are we showing again? Who's going? Oh, you're trying to find a picture of
I was saying I found a bunch of old magazines when I was at my parents' the other day. And I found a lot of the early '90s, some of the guitars that Mancuda probably has.
John, any more stages built?
Well, I'm working on it. There's a part of a platform.
Hold on. I'll do that. I'll do that too. Give me 2 minutes.
Here's the bigger platform.
That's Stonehenge.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, these are rough. These are just. I was just trying to.
Why don't you put some plates and utensils on that and make it like a dinner table?
We got to put it really close so it looks like
For the dog.
and have some.
No, remake the actual model of the Eddie and Valerie go to dinner SNL skit.
Dinner at the Van Halens.
There you go.
All right, bring the lights down to 60%.
With the little red phone.
So funny.
I did find some interesting credits for Edward, who I wasn't aware of. That he played on this. Did you know about the soundtrack to what is it, the 1900 or something like that?
Yeah,
Ennio Morricone.
it's him and John Waters, right? Was that the one? Was it John Waters?
It's
Roger Waters, you mean?
Roger Waters. See, remember I had said that he played with Roger Waters?
Yeah.
Roger Waters.
That was back in like 2000.
Yeah.
He and Jeff Beck played on the same record or recording. Both.
What?
It was a soundtrack to the
Van
film.
Halen taught Beck everything he knows. No, he didn't. That's what my friend told me. Does anybody know what that's from?
Sorry, that's the wrong one.
Bill and Ted.
Nope. Weasel Zappa.
Mallrats.
The last song on what's it called?
I missed it. What is it, Jay?
The last song on Confessions.
My Guitar Killed Your Mama.
No, on Confessions.
Poodle music for dogs.
No, the one before that. Music for Pets.
Music for pets.
Yep.
Did you know about the? He sang background vocals on a Kenny Loggins song.
Really? Which one?
Who did?
Ed?
Meet me halfway. Well, what did he do? He did. No, I'm sorry. He produced that one. Kenny Loggins.
Well,
Meet
Pump,
Me
I was
Halfway.
about to go off microphone and try to listen for his voice in that song.
Well, there's a few other. He did do backgrounds vocals on. Let me see the one that he did background.
Did he do backgrounds? He did backups on that Infectamphibian thing?
Backgrounds vocal.
Backups. I'm here to do backups on that Infectamphibian thing.
The backyard vocals. So there's another. Well, I don't want to
My name is
get
Sauce
too
Soupy.
deep into this, but as I was looking through this Discogs, there was a release of what the heck was the original album on Elektra? It was a oh, God damn it! I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
What the heck's his name?
Oh.
Was it Barry Manilow? Oh shit! Now I gotta find it because.
Oh.
So anyway, it was I think it was like Barry Manilow. They released
Barry Manilow.
a
Emmanuel
full-on Barry Manilow album. I know Caleb's always here to make fun of me when we do these silly things, but
No, I'm not.
it was
Johnny's the one making fun.
so
Only when
on
you talk over other people.
Elektra Records released
Because you said
released a-
heck.
Right.
released an album, and
Fair warning.
everything on the album, I think it was I want to say it was like Barry Manilow or something. I'll look it up, but everything
No,
was it was all packaged and sold as Barry Manilow, but the actual CD itself was Fair Warning.
It was
So people
Larry
would-
Manilow.
Shit.
Ah.
So people would buy this Barry Manilow album and get
What?
Fair Warning.
What?
Let me see if I can find it. Let me get the real story here.
Dude, the world's gonna explode. Barry Manilow and Van Halen in the same sentence.
I gotta find what the whole story was with that.
Yo, I even proofread what I wrote to Tessie Switch, and I just read it again, and I'm like, oh man,
Misprint. So
Yeah. I proofread it before I hit.
Was that really Alan Thicke on one of those guys on that? On
Yeah,
one of the guys.
What I heard was one of the guys, two guys talking that whole last song, and I don't know who I heard it from, but the rumor is that Alan Thicke.
Oh my god.
Oh, you just woke up Desiree, man.
What happened?
Nothing.
He said it's too late to play guitar, but he turned it up.
No, I didn't. I turned it off, but it went back on, and I hit the volume.
Oh,
Ossifer.
The fuck you looking at?
Oh my gosh. So what? Alan Thicke, dude. Alan Thicke. He did a lot of stuff, man. He wrote a lot of songs.
mm-hmm.
He did a lot of things.
Well, on what was the show? Not Family Ties.
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Yeah,
That was
forgive
his
me, right?
song. He wrote that.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
I think he sang on it too.
That might be him singing. Yeah.
Show me that smile again.
The fact that you actually know it,
Here it
I'm
is.
worried about
That's a
you.
great song.
I'm worried about
Give
you.
me
It's Alan Thicke, man.
minute of your crying.
All right. So all the
I
packaging.
was hoping somebody was going to take the next line, the chick line, whatever she says.
Show me that smile.
That's all I heard.
John Beale has it.
Don't waste another
Minute of
on your
crying.
crying.
What's the next line?
Whether you're near the end, something like that.
To begin.
Wow.
It's what's the chorus?
I need my glasses for this.
Oh.
It's almost like Greatest American Hero. Those two choruses.
Oh, nothing's like that song.
That's a great
That's great.
song.
All right. So it was a hit.
I love that song, man.
Me
It
too.
was a-
Everybody did. That was a hit.
I love Joy Scarberry. Yeah.
It
Look
was
up-
Harry Chapin. So Harry Chapin
Oh.
released. It says all packaging and labeling is for Harry Chapin, released in his Greatest Stories Live. The code on the disc is for Van Halen, and indeed, the pressing plays all of Van Halen. Fair warning. So they released Harry Chapin released, and there's pictures that I can't seem to find, but they released Harry Chapin. Electra Records released a Harry Chapin album, but it was actually Fair Warning.
What?
As long as we got. Wait, how does that go? As long as we got. What? How does it go? I'm trying to. Jeannie's
look it
trying to
up.
get the lyrics as we speak. I'm trying to think how the melody goes, or the time. I guess the cadence of it. Well, how the hell's it go?
Why don't you just eBay
Man.
it?
It's 1989 again.
Man,
YouTube it. Get on them old YouTubes and look at that.
as long as we got. Wow, damn it, it's like right there, man.
As
Oh,
long as we
man.
got each other. I'm sure I know the whole thing.
So am I. I'm sure you know the whole thing too.
Uh-oh.
Someone's
Wait.
got some water
Going
going.
on there.
Who's
How does it go?
I'm muted, right?
Oh, of
No.
course.
Yeah.
I'm muted, White.
Goodbye.
Sing it.
Bye. Bear.
Oh, you butthead.
Oh, we lost it.
no?
Yep.
Yeah, you ain't getting none tonight.
Oh, well.
Like,
Hey,
I'm muted, right?
the best thing about your wife being pregnant is that you can't get her pregnant.
Yeah, but there'll be none of this tonight.
Oh, Dave.
Wow.
Your kid's gonna wake up with a headache. He's gonna come out with a headache.
Oof.
So another one that I found, Japanese release that from 1978.
We got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me. Dun, dun, dun.
This was an official Warner Brothers release. Van Halen rapes Japan.
Whoa.
No,
Rape-
that wasn't.
I don't know.
rapes.
It said
Japan.
it was an official release.
Well, it says not for sale. No, that's a bootleg.
I don't
a
know.
lot of
Maybe.
no. A lot of bootlegs would they tried to make them look official and real, No, that's not. That's a bootleg.
All right. Well,
Look at that.
Yeah, I
What
don't
does it
think
say? What does it say on the back of that? Fan club only or something?
the marketing with rapes.
no, I wouldn't think so either. But that's why I thought it
really
was
pays
odd.
off, you know.
Yeah, it was. There was a bootleg with that name. I remember.
So a mispressing of Fair Warning, where see if you can figure out what's wrong with it. I don't know. Hold on. Push comes to shove is spelled wrong.
Well, look at it's too small. We can't see. How is push spelled wrong?
Shova. Push
Shova.
comes to shova.
Oh yeah, that's
That's the Jewish version.
that's the Jewish version. Yeah.
Push comes to Shova. Who's Push? He's coming to Shova? Who's this guy Push?
Yeah.
There's an Edward
Tanah
Van Halen
Shova.
credit from what does it say?
People under the stairs.
People Under the Stairs featuring
What is
Eddie
that?
Van Halen.
Puts.
I don't
What?
think it was. I don't think it was anything official. It was probably. I listened to it and I could.
What's the song?
There's a lot of talking in it. It's kind of a hip hop, like a rap song, but there's a lot of talking in it. But it says featuring Eddie Van Halen.
What is that? Don't. I'll
I
look
think
it
it's
up.
ain't talking about.
I listened
Loba.
to it. I listened to the whole song, and there wasn't. I don't know what they were talking about, but People Under the Stairs. The
Ain't
name of the
talking about
song is.
Loba.
What are the people under the stairs talking about?
Push comes to Shova.
It says bonus track featuring Eddie Van Halen.
What's the name of it? Is it on YouTube?
That's the name of the track. Bonus track. It is on YouTube, and you can find it.
Okay, we'll have to find that. But Jay, what's the lyric you wanted? I looked at the lyric.
Well, I got the lyrics. I need the cadence of it and the melody. As long as every time I hear it, and every time I start to say it, I lose it. Like the first time, you know.
Oh.
That's an Amazing Grace, right?
My action is way too low for this slide.
All right, one more, last one, and then I'm done. So this is a collection from Japan. It says Warner Pioneer. This was 1980. It's got You Really Got Me, and then it's also got Rock and Roll Baby, which is it again. It says it's an official Warner.
Rock and Roll Baby.
Exactly.
Oh, it
it's
says
got-
it's a song?
Warner Pioneer. Here's the cover.
Oh, you posted that.
Yeah.
I saw in the Discord. Yeah.
So, an official, well, again, who knows if it's official, but official Warner release that has,
Oh, my ears.
although it didn't, we're going to have to get Mully on this one or somebody who can,
Yeah.
or Jason.
I can't read that.
Halen. That's not real. It'd be Van Halen, not Halen.
Yeah, Halen.
What does it say?
It says Halen. Halen. It'd be Van
Halen? No,
Halen.
Halen, Roth, Anthony.
But it's
It was
Van Halen. It's not
Van
just
Halen.
Halen.
No, it's Eddie Van Halen and Alex Van Halen, David Lee
But
Roth, and
the
Michael
last
Landau.
name is
Latter
not just,
names
it's not
are
just
Van
Halen.
The last name
Van
is
Halen.
Oh, all right. I see what you're saying.
Halen.
Anyway.
That's funny.
But at the same time, like how John just messed it up, you could see how a different country would mess that up as well.
Well, it's amazing that,
Well, it's
that
released
Alex,
by Pioneer. It says
It's
Warner
amazing.
Brothers Pioneer.
that Alex, Eddie, Eugenia, and Jan all had the same middle name. Van.
Van.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. It's a rarity these days.
Fruitcake Tony wants me to tell him about the show last weekend. The show.
How was it?
What show?
We played a little show down in Anaheim. It was great. We played. We were scheduled for 90 minutes. I think we went like 10 or 15 minutes over, or OVA, if you're in Japan. And
Michael Smith.
we did a bunch of new songs that we haven't played before. So we did "Girl Gone Bad." That was crazy.
Oh wow!
We did "And the Cradle Will Rock."
Who did the keyboard part?
We have a track. So my drummer has a trigger pad. So obviously we do Jump has a track. You know, the beginning of Running with the Devil has the horns. And then we do I'll Wait has a track. What else? Well, we did Dancing in the Streets. Played that track. We did. Why are you laughing?
When push comes to shove, I just
Right?
I'm sorry, man.
That's
When push comes to Shivas.
yeah.
Actually, it's when push comes to Shanatova.
Yeah, Tanashova, I think is the name.
Oh, no.
So no, but when we do Cradle Rock, it's pretty funny because he goes, "Have you seen Junior's grades? They're amazing." So
Because he's a nerd.
because he's a nerd. What else? Oh, we finally did You Really Got Me. We never done that, and that was fun. Like we had to fill it up with 90 minutes, so we were just like, let's do this, and this is easy.
You play any song twice?
You did?
Yeah, we
Didn't you do
should've.
a solo spot? Or
I did.
yeah.
I did. You know what though?
wasn't
hand-
Hal like doing something during it? He was
Yeah, we've
reading a
done
book or something.
We've done the
reading
bit
during
the
it?
last 3 shows where the rest of the guys like pull out books and sit on the stage and study. So like
That
so
is cool.
Hal
That's
says,
great.
Hal says, guys, we got to study. You stall or do something. So that's kind of the bit, and then they sit there reading while I'm soloing. It's pretty
That's
funny.
pretty cool.
But it was crazy. My hands started cramping halfway through the show. Has anyone else had that problem? Jay, have you ever had hand cramps
Yeah, I've had that before.
Well, up here, like playing up here, it's like stuff like that. But yeah,
on stage?
No,
no.
I have, yeah,
I've
sure.
never had that happen.
It's crazy. Like, cause it
You just get tight. You get,
no,
you-
Yeah, I've had
sticks.
that. Exactly. Yeah.
It sticks,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
you can't move it in both hands.
It's
So
kind of like a dehydration or something, or
It's-
like,
That's exactly what it is.
oxygen, actually. So
oh, is it?
Yeah, my bass player, who's a seasoned pro, told me afterwards that I'm not breathing right on
Really?
stage. So to work on my breathing techniques,
Wow.
like
That's a good tip. Don't forget that
You're
up there.
holding your breath the whole
you
time.
folks.
I don't know, maybe, but it definitely was an issue.
Well, some clubs have just a smell, man. You know.
Well, yeah, and they were using smoke too, so
Oh, that killed me.
a lot of smoke.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really stupid, the smoke.
Yep.
What
And
was
the
the
light-
club like? What kind of a place
It's
was
like
it?
it was like it's like a bar and grill kind of thing. They serve food, and it's like a beer house kind of thing. And just,
So, how was the audience? How was the reception?
it was great. I mean, it wasn't like a huge crowd. It would have been nice to put some more people in there. We would have got a bonus too, so that would have been good, but we didn't. And not a lot of people for us travel down there. It's like 50 miles away from where we're kind of situated. So in Anaheim. But it was, I didn't expect it to be anything more than just our first headlining gig, but really not really a chance to put any. We don't really have a big following in Los Angeles, and even if we did, it's just hard in this town to get people out to your shows. No one really gets people out in this town because there's so much to do, and people are busy or have plans, especially like on a Saturday. And it's not like it's the only game in town, like in a lot of other cities. There's like,
I'm sure. I'm
That
sure.
should be their plan.
I'm sure LAPD has something to do with that too. I mean, there's probably a police car on every corner late at night.
I mean, with the advent of like Lyft and Uber, I think a lot has changed, so people can really feel comfortable going out more. But it was, you know, it was fun to play for a long time and play a lot of songs and just jam, and you know, the band sounds good. It's just fun to feel that energy and the power, you know, that's created with that music. So, you know.
Is there a song that you played, one of the new songs that you played, that you will be removing from the set list going forward?
Let me look.
A few new songs. You know?
Let me look at the set list, and then I'll tell you.
Well,
Yeah.
I know you guys had a seasonal song.
Yes, and we're gonna finally, looks like, finish everything on Wednesday. We're doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We're doing a Van Halen version of the Springsteen version of the song. So,
Santa Claus is coming.
oh yeah, no, it came out,
Mikey, you've been good this year.
Come on, big man.
Bass.
but yeah, it's taken a while to get it fully recorded, and then I mean, I'm gonna try and get it mixed. And you want to mix it for us, Jack?
If you'd like me to.
Would that be all right? Maybe.
What do you mean recorded and mixed? Is that you're going to release it as a
Yeah, we're gonna
an official Nerd Halen release?
Yes, we're gonna make a
Very
video,
cool.
and
Awesome.
it's gonna be hopefully
It's a good
out
crossover.
in time. You know, maybe for a couple weeks before Christmas. I mean, trying to get it in there. So,
Ooh, trying to get it in there, huh?
oh yeah, trying to get it in there. Let's see. We did Jamie's Crying. That was the first time we did that song. That sounded pretty good. We did So This Is Love.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think Hal needs to learn So This Is Lyrics. And
Got myself a brand new Oakland scarf right here.
I'd say. And yeah,
Oh, Anaheim scarf. Sorry, Anaheim scarf.
Anaheim scarf.
Well, depending on the neighborhood you're in, you could
Yeah.
say, I got myself a brand new Oakland scar
Yes.
right here.
Gunshot wound
That-
here.
that-
I mean, actually, the neighborhood that's surrounding the Oakland Coliseum, where they did that video,
Mhm.
is really bad.
Oh
Isn't
yeah.
that Jova? That
Huh?
town? Jova?
So
Gonna get the
they had a video for Push Comes to Shova, didn't they?
yeah.
No, enough for Push Comes to Shova.
Where they
No.
filmed it.
More like Puss
They,
comes.
they never played Push Comes to Shova.
No, I don't think they ever played that song. We do this thing in the middle of Dance the Night Away. It's pretty funny where we switch to the You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
Ted
ABBA.
Danson.
Because the chorus is, you know, Dance the Night Away. So we kind of get everyone to sing Dance the Night Away, and then we come back into Dance the Night Away. So kind of a cool little moment.
Hello, Amanda.
That's cool. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
You make me feel like dancing.
Exactly.
I'll
Dance the Night
tell
Away.
you guys about the fret job again.
What?
Nothing.
What?
What about?
I was about to tell you guys about it again.
Would you forget?
I forgot that I told you.
The fret job.
The foot job.
No, but Girl Gone Bad was awesome. That's too much fun.
Did you post that one? I'm gonna have to check
There's
check
clips.
that one
I
out.
posted clips. I don't like
Mhm.
posting full songs because
If you're nerds, though, you could change that to Girl Gone Plaid.
oh,
You know?
hey, there you go.
Gone play.
Do I have to charge you for that bit?
Or you could
Or
do like the
pay
Weird
it?
Al version, Grill Gone Bad, if you
Grill
you know,
Gone Bad.
the backyard party or something.
Ah. Yeah. No. Oh, we do Nerdy Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Nerdy woman.
Exactly.
Does he sing that?
Oh yeah, Nerdy
Nice.
Woman.
I like a nerdy woman.
It's Nerdy Woman from now on.
That's cool.
Isn't that a Pink Floyd song? Ooh, I need a nerdy woman.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. That's what the lyric was.
Ooh, I need a nerdy gal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard Guy.
Girl.
Yeah,
Need a dirty Hal.
Dirty Hal.
There you go.
Filthy.
Yeah, it's fun. So, somebody get me a doctor. We did that one.
So was
Well,
there any that?
You didn't do the breakdown into Girl Gone Bad from Somebody Get Me a Doctor and then go back.
That'd be cool.
That's what you should do it.
We did it full. And plus, Girl Gone Bad's in standard, so we stay true to the tunings. So I know they did it differently.
So when they jammed on that, was it a half step down?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We try to stick to the tunings.
What is it? A flat? Is that what it is?
What?
Well, is the song on 84? Is it an A or A flat?
It's
Girl
in
Gone
A.
Bad is standard.
It's in standard. Yeah, it's like Hot for Teachers in standard.
Burn up. I used to know how to play that.
I bet if you slowed that down, it would sound like absolute horse shoot.
Right? Go for it, John BL. Slow down that part. Let's see how locked.
It's really interesting when you nowadays when you can slow down songs like that on YouTube to like a quarter of the speed. It's interesting to see the little nuances of all those performances.
That's the area that, well, in one sense, digital kind of sucks because it chops it up so much, whereas like analog, obviously the tuning changes, but
right. Oh, it's a fully kind of digital effect when you can have the same tuning with it slowed down like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, but sometimes stuff gets so broken up where you're like, what the hell?
But I mean, yeah, if you do dissect Girl Gone Bad on the actual track, I mean, not that they're making mistakes, but they're really humanizing it, a lot.
Well, that first Alex's fill, you can hear him hit his stick instead of one of the
Oh,
toms.
sure, yeah.
Yep.
Right, but that take was so sick. They're like,
Oh, my God.
we can't do it again.
Right?
Yep.
Just
You get
like
a band. I know. You get a band that leaves a mistake like that, and then fully re-records a live album, not
It doesn't make sense.
9 years after, or 10, whatever the hell it would have been.
Well, I bet you, like Ted just said, no, we can't leave it, and Eddie was like, let's do it again, and he's like, no, trust me.
Yeah, 'cause it's the first one on the song. It's not like it's the one coming out of the the bridge going back into the
What are we talking about?
Girl Gone Bad. The
Yeah.
of Alex's.
Well, they said that he also overdubbed a lot of the drums on that whole album. So who knows?
Right?
I heard it was a simple.
Yeah, I don't know how much. I mean, I think there were just overdubs in general.
They did a good. If they recorded the actual drums and the cymbals separately, like they say they did.
Yeah, I don't know how a drummer can do that.
So, especially back then, to make it sound legit.
That's what I mean. To have a good performance
Yeah.
when you're only playing either the cymbals or only playing the drums. But
That bothers me.
there's a story behind that. There's a
I
story.
always thought Hot for Teachers the greatest, 3-instrument, one song pass ever recorded in rock and roll.
There's 3 or 4 overdubs on that. The drum part in the beginning, you can hear them all come in.
Well,
Right.
there were overdubs, but the main
The main track. Yep.
Yeah.
rhythm track
Once
was
they get going, they get all the way through. Can you imagine their faces after that one? Like,
Jeez,
let's go listen.
man, that's to be a fly on the wall for that for a session like that.
Yep. And I'd love to know like what number take that was.
That info's out there somewhere. We got to get Templeman or somebody out to help us out.
Well, think of in Hot for Teacher, you can hear the pickup selector.
Yep.
You can hear them change pickups. In modern music, in the digital age of recording, I guess.
They'd click that out.
Oh yeah, 99 times out of 100, and the only time they leave it is for effect. Yo, hey, can you leave the pickup? Me switching the pickup. Can you leave that in there? Awesome. But usually, it's like that's something you take out.
Didn't he use the V for that?
Yep.
Yep. And Girl Gone Bad.
Mm-hmm. There's no tremolo on those.
Nope.
Any of the overdubs or anything? No.
Nope.
If they overdubbed it.
Nope. No, and I was talking to somebody about it. The Girl Gone Bad solo, which is maybe one of his best ever, has no tapping and no tremolo. It's still
he worked on that solo for years. I mean, live they performed it 2 years. I mean, in '82 they were performing that before it was ever released on '84.
Yeah, back then you couldn't get away with not doing your homework before you went in the studio. Nowadays, it's like there's a part, dude, just give me one good take and I can fly it throughout the whole.
Right.
We'll punch that in. We'll punch that in.
Yeah.
We'll just dupe it over here.
Yeah.
Cut and paste.
They were pros. I mean, definitely, you had to be a pro to be a band like that in the '80s. Obviously, I mean, they did have their tools available to them, but I always wondered how. I mean, they used to say they would cut the 2-inch, like the 24-track tape.
You had to
And
be
they
a pro
splice
engineer.
Yeah, splicing.
Back then.
Yep.
I don't understand how you can splice 24 unless you splice it like and edit for all 24 tracks, and unless because the tape was still like this, but how would you cut out one track if you're going to splice the 2-inch tape? I don't know how they did it, but I mean, apparently some of those masters are
John Biel?
so taped up that they can't even use them nowadays.
Yeah, well, I think Don Landee, that was his biggest gift, was the splicing part.
That was what if you were a great engineer in the '80s, you would splice. You knew how to splice.
Well,
Apparently,
I think, when you talk about having to know your stuff back then, and that era was prepared or whatever. It's like they knew they didn't have like a help. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, a band can go in and be like, yeah, well, we can kind of fake some stuff and fix some stuff. So I don't need to know everything inside and out.
And it's not like you had to get it right on the first try, but you had to get it right on one try. At some point, you had to all get it locked in and get it right.
Yep.
For most, if you're doing a rock album, or at least the way Van Halen recorded, apparently.
I mean, not even that. I mean, back in the before overdubbing, back in the 40s, all those big band recordings, it was all live.
One take.
There was no, and a lot of the radio stuff, a lot of the live radio was all live.
You had no crutch.
Bing Crosby was the one who kind of brought tape into the forefront. He would record his shows, and then they'd do like a West Coast version, and because he had his a weekly radio show, and he'd record a show in the West or on the East, and then he'd they'd send the tapes out to all the radio stations, and then they'd play them again. And that was like the 40s. It was the earliest tape. Some of the earlier tape guys, him and Les Paul, were big on the tape. The reel-to-reel stuff.
I love me some Bing Crosby. That's my Christmas go-to right there.
But I mean, break it down. If it wasn't for somebody like him doing that,
I thought you were talking about the restaurant.
Does he have a restaurant?
There's it's called Bing Crosby's. Yeah, they had one in Walnut Creek, but they closed.
His kids probably don't own it. If they do, that wouldn't be the name, because I don't think his kids like him.
I don't think they got along with him very well.
Then he used to beat the hell out of him.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's like every time I listen to his voice now, sometimes I'm thinking, I wonder if he just came from beating the shit out of
Oh my gosh.
Well, how about Jerry Lewis, just notorious, awful.
Yep.
His
All
family
the early
hated him.
rockers.
Jerry Lewis?
Yeah.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
No, Jerry Lewis, the comedian.
Jerry Lewis. Did you see his last interview? The last interview he ever did, or one of the last ones?
Miserable.
He didn't want to be there. Every question was yes,
Yep.
no. Every
Yeah,
answer was yes and no.
Didn't Howard Stern played that?
When did he die? It was like 10 years ago, or was it more than that?
4 years ago.
A couple years ago.
Not too long ago.
But yeah, every answer was yes, no.
Yep.
Somebody, and they asked him, like, how's Las Vegas? Has it changed over the years? And he's like, no, it's the same. It's hilarious.
Terrible.
I mean, you get to that point when it's
And then
like
at the end, sorry, John, but at the end of the interview, you can hear him say, he's like, all right, clean the stuff up and get out of here.
Yeah.
You can hear him say it. He says that. And
Damn.
he's 90 years old or
Oh
something
my God! Wow.
in this
Dick.
interview.
Dick.
Did you guys ever hear the what was it? Was it Buddy Rich or the
Yeah.
the kind of candid recordings like on the bus, like after a gig? Was it Buddy Rich?
It
I
was
think?
Buddy Rich. Yeah.
And he's just giving his whole band the shit, like you guys were terrible, and like breaking down the whole set that the band just a big band back in the day was whatever 15, 20 pieces, and they're on the tour bus, and you can hear him just like giving his whole band shit for exactly.
Did you ever hear the joke? This guy calls Buddy Rich's house, and his wife picks up. Hi, is Buddy there? No, I'm sorry, Buddy passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Next day, same guy calls back. Hey, is Buddy there? No, I'm sorry, Buddy passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. Guy does it for like 2 weeks straight every day. Last time he says, "Hey, his Buddy's there." Listen, you call every day, and they tell you every day that Buddy's dead. Yeah, I just love hearing you say it.
One of the most notorious band leaders.
That's funny. That's good.
Oh my gosh. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at something else.
I'm laughing at that. I like that joke. That's a good joke. Especially the smile that Dave gave with it.
Because he's the one calling.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. A lot of people in show business aren't what they appear to be. That's why it's show business.
Man.
Tessie Switch is talking about Red Dwarf. Do you guys ever remember that show from the 80s?
No.
Red Dwarf, the BBC show.
I'm not into that British.
BBC?
Well, Doctor Who, Red Dwarf.
You're not into those types of
Hitchhiker's Guide. Some of those were great. Those were
I hated Doctor Who. I thought it was the biggest piece of shit.
really.
Use my language, but my brother always wanted to watch it, so I had to watch it.
the
But
ones with the guy with the scarf. That one.
Yeah. What was the name of the phone booth? The
The TARDIS.
TARDIS. Yeah.
Today, Junior.
Perfect. Now
Well-
it's got to.
Yeah, we listened to Porky Pig Christmas song the other day. I forget which one it was. And man, I was just laughing my ass off, man. Porky Pig.
They didn't care. They didn't care about making fun of people with a stutter or whatever.
No, just watch any movie with Mel Tillis in it. Cannonball Run or anything like that. It's funny as shit.
You put somebody in a movie with a lisp or something, you know?
Yeah, you can't put Doctor Who and Star Trek in the same category. I'm sorry.
No.
No,
Star Trek kills everything.
Star Trek. Come on.
I never got into Star Trek, man. I love Star Wars, but Star Trek, I just couldn't get into it.
You're not American.
Johnny, here's another one that I found over the parents' house. Technical
Oh,
Journal. Ooh.
look at
Space
that.
1999. Oh no. Remember that one? Space 1999.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
They had that. It was the original model for the Rebel blockade runner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They used a lot of the old effect. Look at this, has like blueprints. Oh, you want to see what how to make a lightsaber in 1993 or the Millennium Falcon? Crazy stuff.
What? Is that on stun?
No.
Okay.
Why won't you die?
What year was
Oh. Oh.
You ever try to make the
this?
lightsaber?
This is Volume 1. So
Hold on, John. Can you read some instructions on that? How to build a lightsaber? Because now I'm like, that'd be a fun project. Blow up half the neighborhood.
Well, you got to make sure you get the belt ring in the power cell hand grip correct.
What's a belt
The activation lever has to be
Oh, it's like real, not like a homemade. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a
Wait, are you sure that's a lightsaber?
I don't know.
It's like a
It's a
submarine.
flesh lightsaber.
Do with it what you will. But,
Whoa.
I'm sure there's Star Wars flashlights out there. There has to be.
oh my god.
Yeah, molded after Princess Leia's mouth.
Well,
Ah,
Whoa.
God.
I said her mouth.
if it was the 1978 version of Princess Leia,
Man, those were good games, man. The
Carrie Fisher
Super,
was all
the
right.
Super NES, Super Star Wars games.
That was awesome.
I used to play those.
Yeah, that game.
Yep, I remember those. Yeah, the sail barge, like the Jabba. These are cool. I mean, I'll have to look through this too. This was before it got all like commercial and Disneyized.
Well, it was
Yeah.
before Disney, yeah.
Long before. I don't know what year it is. It doesn't even have a year. Let me see.
If they're selling that video game right there, I would say it's like 95.
Was
Yeah.
it super? Was it the Super NES?
Yeah.
Uh,
Because that was right before the 64 came out.
That's Star Wars.
94. Yeah.
Remember
this
the
is
Star
94.
Wars PC game? The first one? That was pretty dead.
The arcade game with the you're like flying the X-wing into the Death Star. That was
The
cool.
triple X-wing.
Triple X.
Well, and they had like the full sit down one or the arcade version one.
The Triple X wing of the hotel.
Right? Where everyone would get Princess Leia.
Ah,
Well, does it have a good picture of Carrie Fisher in the bikini? Let's see.
oh my
I'm
god.
sure it does somewhere in here.
Holy crap! All this noodling. Jesus.
Oh, well, here's in the Star Wars magazine. There's the Star Trek ad.
I'm not holding the guitar.
I am.
Did you see
I
what
am.
Frank?
You don't like it?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh yeah, leave a thumbs up, everybody.
That's right. You know, there's a lot of Star Trek ads in this magazine. That's funny.
Yeah, and type your favorite Star Wars double entendre in the chat. Okay.
Star Wars, Star Tours.
Wait, there. Oh, Ned.
Nedward.
Yeah,
Here's
when
the
he
whole C-3PO breakdown.
when he runs in here, I go, what is that?
I don't know.
Every time Ned runs in, I have to make sure he doesn't have a mouse with him. That's the one thing.
How many has he brought in?
Several, almost every other day.
That's-
Wow.
Didn't he bring one in
Yeah.
last night or the other night?
Yeah, last Saturday night he brought one in. Remember?
Did you bring them out?
Are they still ready to play, or are they stayed
Yeah.
alive?
There we
No,
go.
sometimes they're still running around.
That's what I'm
Oish.
looking for.
It's just toying with them.
The drawing, though, isn't it?
No,
I can't even see what I'm showing, but
Well, it looks like it's a drawing of it.
no.
You zoom it.
That's
I
the one
can't
with-
tell what I'm showing because
the
it's like,
pages are stuck together on that one.
yeah,
that's not the light reflection. That's actually
man.
No.
Oh, DNA.
Hey, nothing wrong
DNA.
with that, right?
Our DNA. What is it? R2 DNA. Never mind.
Dude, DNA too. C3P Nisso.
Well, you guys know that story, don't you? I showed that probably a year ago. We showed that. The trading card that came out with C-3PO.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a dick.
A big Doniker.
Yeah.
How many got put? How many got put into? Oh,
Shut them all down.
Tutti, I told you not to take that picture.
Oh my god! Wow, unbelievable!
Anthony Daniels, everyone. We love
Wow.
you, Tony.
C13PO.
He
Damn.
made the Kessel Run in 12 inches.
Pen 15.
Oh.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Encased in carbonite. Oh,
Take that picture.
packing heat.
I can picture him flipping out, telling R2D2. I tell you,
Put that thing away.
These aren't the two balls you're looking for.
Oh man.
Oh. Oh my god.
looking for the flesh lightsaber on the Death Star.
Sometimes I call it smuggling rebels. What are you smuggling there, 3PO?
13PO. The second that hit my brain, I was like, oh, I cannot wait to say this.
C3PPO.
You see, it looks like it's three. Never mind.
See? C3PO?
Yeah. I
See
never
what
knew he had a lightsaber too. So
Now we know what the Seath stands for.
Oh man. That was a
Protocock. He's a protocock droid.
Protocock.
Did you guys see the clip that Star Wars? They actually released like a clip of the new movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid all
Oh,
those things.
Yeah.
suck, dude. The other two sucked. It's gonna suck.
Well,
Hey, you gotta,
yeah.
either you're a fan or you're not a fan, because like
I
I've
am.
said a million
It's not.
times, I grew up with it, and nothing, it'll all be entertaining and enjoyable for me.
Yeah, but there's different kind of fans of things like that. It's like you have the like music, same thing. You got fans that are only a fan of their only a fan of that band maybe in the early days, and then as they maybe slightly changed or drastically changed, they won't even give them the time of day. Whereas you got the other fans that no matter what they come out with,
But if you're a real fan,
they'll buy it. Like think of Metallica, perfect example. Like they made a total 180, and obviously they still were super popular, but
friends don't let friends get haircuts.
But even the real Star Wars fans hated that last movie.
No,
Nobody liked it.
I liked it. It's it's enjoy. I was entertained for 2.5 hours, and I would not in any way want my money back or anything. I got what I paid for.
Well, I mean, the first one of these three, when
The Force Awakens, is that? the
yeah,
one?
like when
Which was cool. I thought it was great,
it was
man.
just like a remake.
Yeah,
The
but
For- the
it brought
Force
you back. It
Awakens.
brought you back to that time when
Why-
for
why
me
does
I
it
was
have to
5
be a
years old or whatever. I was 3 years old.
The same story.
Yeah, it was the exact same story as the original movie.
Well,
You can see it
Exactly.
going the whole time. You're like, wait a minute, that mirrors that scene. That mirrors that scene.
yeah.
It was
Well, it's a formula.
well, come on.
It didn't keep you entertained for 2 hours and say, "Wow, that's just like that," and that was so cool back then. Now it's just like that, and
No,
but I mean, you don't want it to all be flashback and like kind of.
no, because like
But-
it just.
I don't know. I liked it. It's not gonna. I'll enjoy the new one too.
I mean, all they had to do was wake up R2D2, right, to get what they were
Well,
searching
or-
for the
well,
whole movie.
And there's plot holes in the original trilogy. There's all
I
kinds of
know.
plot holes.
I know. It's just classic. There's just you can't touch it. And I mean, there's a few chills in that first movie, but it gets killed by. I mean,
It's not a perfect movie, but it's a great
I
movie.
definitely know
nonetheless.
why. I definitely know why Harrison Ford was like, "I'll do it, just kill me.
He said that back in 1982.
I'll do it, just
He
kill me.
wanted to die in Return of the Jedi.
Just kill me already."
He was very adamant about that.
We're selling too many toys here.
I mean, and look at his character in Return of the Jedi. He's just he's a a comic relief, and he's a goofball.
He
every
probably
other thing.
he probably
he does.
thought when he did Empire, he probably thought he was going to die in that.
Right?
And
then,
you could argue that was the way they should have gone, but
well, because when that came out, he was Indiana Jones,
He was
Mhm.
Indiana Jones
and that was the next thing.
and Blade Runner. He was doing both those.
don't forget regarding Henry.
and Witness.
Yeah, he hadn't got to that yet. But
Yeah. And Air Force One.
oh, brutal.
And Tom Clancy.
The CGI in that movie, that was so bad.
No, Patriot Games was rad. That was a good movie.
What's the character's name?
Jack Ryan,
Jack Ryan. Now played by The Office.
Alec
Oh.
Baldwin. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bunch of those that he did. Yeah. And anyway, Star Wars did officially release a small clip from the new movie, and I saw it. And if you watch any interview anybody does, they showed the clip, like on Kimmel or any of those shows. They'll show this, and
Mm-hmm.
it actually looks the clip they show. It's pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
Was it just a scene from the new film that's already
Yeah,
full
it was
scene-
just
like a full scene, or
no, not a full. It was like a
the
minute,
one with the chick.
huh?
The one with the chick.
Red.
Daisy?
Well, she's in it, yeah.
But the
But no-
commercial I saw during the Bears game over the weekend, it was the one with the whatever the chick's name is.
They,
Did
they
the
were
Bears-
getting.
The
They were
Bears,
getting.
Jay.
No, they won
Oh.
finally.
They're getting chased. They're apparently it's like an early scene in the movie where they're getting chased, and the stormtroopers, they're like chasing them, and then there's like two each on these bikes or whatever, and they do this move where the guy on the back, it flips up and he turns into like a rocket stormtrooper.
Hmm.
He's flying, and the funniest part of that is C-3PO is like, "Oh, they fly now," and then they're if you guys see it, that's like
Well,
the
that was
funny
part of the
part.
trailer with C-3PO kind of along for that ride, like, and he was like, just I don't know. It's apparently they're going to deactivate C-3PO at the end of the movie, and
Ah!
like
Come,
That's
what
what
are
they
you
said.
doing?
What?
the movie hasn't been released yet. It's a
worse.
Yeah,
shit. You guys
No
aren't even.
spoilers.
You guys don't even give a shit.
I do.
Wait, but
No.
his dick
That's
still
that's
works,
the
all right.
well,
His
of course
dick
you
still
got it. That's all he's good for at the end of the movie.
All the blood went to that thing.
It's gonna shoot off, and that'll be the next saga.
works. Oh, shoot off.
It's gonna be the C-3PO saga. What happens?
It populates another. Oh man.
Oh,
Well, there is something with those red eyes.
Nothing that I say in November. Well, is it December yet? I think it's December.
November.
but It's
November.
At this point, nothing I can say can be a spoiler because nobody's seen the movie.
Act-
Although,
Rewrite it.
That cancer
you-
patient did, yeah.
did you see that John Boyega's script actually got put up on eBay and Disney caught it before anybody could buy it?
No,
Like a cleaner, like somebody who was cleaning John Boyega's
his apartment. They found the script under his bed,
Yeah.
and I don't think they read through it. They just saw it and they're like, oh, and somebody actually, his cleaner, put it up on eBay, and then like
Apparently,
Disney,
Disney caught it before anybody else.
yeah,
So
they caught it.
probably
and
offered the
they
guy
bought
like,
it.
"We're going to give you $50,000. Give us that script now."
We're going to
You know.
give you 50,000 years in jail.
Right?
Well, who knows if is that really true? I mean, that could be just.
That's
sell
what
the
I
movie.
thought. Is it a publicity stunt? I don't know. Is it a
Yeah.
publicity stunt, or I mean that definitely gets people talking about it. So
Well, everything is about publicity. Even with
And Disney knows how to do that.
like what's the other thing? Somebody else. Something happened to somebody else.
Well, they showed the movie like a cancer patient. They did that with the last one too.
I'd
Like
seen
someone,
that. Yeah.
someone terminal who is not going to make it to the
Mhm.
release date.
You're not gonna make it. We'll show it to you now.
Yeah, we'll show it to you now.
Man, if that was me, I'd take that opportunity.
Your life is Shova.
Push comes to shove.
All right, boys, I'm out of here.
Good night, David.
Got to go to
Good night,
bed.
Dave.
Gotta put my Christmas tree up in the morning.
Nice.
Long day ahead of you.
Yeah.
Shova.
All right.
Shova off, Dave. Shova off.
I'm gonna kick myself in the ass. See you later.
Later.
Good night, Dave. Take it
Night,
easy.
everybody.
Have a great week.
Star Wars 9, the Iron Schlong.
Very good.
Metal Soda says it would be funny if C3PO made the lightsaber noise. If his dong made the lightsaber noise.
Vroom, vroom.
You know how they made that sound, right?
Every time I
Does
turn, what does that sound when I turn?
it-
Batu, listen to this.
Watch your D2.
Vroom.
That sound was made because of a faulty cable, a faulty mic cable.
And
And
remember their blaster noise was banging on those cables that hold up the
High tension
telephone
wires.
pole,
Or
yeah.
the
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Or
long
Or-
ago. I mean, we all probably saw the documentary, back when it came around, and they were showing like,
And-
those kind of effects were really new, and
and you could do it on the bleachers too. Remember the metal bleachers at school? You can hit it
anything with like a spring or like a
You whack
tensioned
it.
wire. Yeah, you could probably do it with the springs on your
Do you remember the first Star Trek
Guitar.
movie?
on your
Awful.
Wolfgang.
Do you remember the first Star Trek movie, which was awful?
yeah.
I do remember the first. That was one of
The
the first
original
movies
motion
I'd seen in the
picture,
movie theaters.
called.
Is Star Trek the movie or something? Star Trek the motion picture?
Although I watched it a few years ago, and it actually does
Terrible.
it holds up better than you remember.
But there's like a that cloud storm that's in
Spoiler
space.
alert. No. For a
And it-
fucking movie
And
that-
the cloud storm that's in space, which is where the bad stuff is, it's coming for them.
Mhm.
It makes a noise, and that noise is the spring on those lights. Like your bended light,
Mhm.
on your table, like that spring.
Right, right.
You
The
just,
articulating kind of
yeah,
light.
you just move your nail across it. It's the same noise from that. I remember thinking that's how the noise.
Well, that's
they
what
use.
Ed was doing back then with the,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
when robots get together, it's called docking.
Right. Imagine if C-3PO had a love interest. What a different movie it would be.
It's
Wow.
R2.
That's a whole nother topic for Disney to explore, right? The whole robot world, and the sex droids and all. And I think there's actually canon about the sex droids. There is like Star Wars canon about, what was it in Solo? His Lando's droid was kind of like a service bot of some kind, and it was like his girlfriend. He was seriously disturbed when she died at the end, in the middle of that. Spoiler alert:
Oh,
Lando's robot girlfriend, dies in Lando in the Solo story.
that's right. His real doll.
Tranny bot.
You'd say you wouldn't, but we all would.
Oh my God. I wouldn't leave the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All you can do is bark orders at it. Let's go.
Just program it. Tell it what to do.
Oh, that's something our kids are going to enjoy.
No, man.
We missed out.
I was going to say something. I was going to say so many things tonight, and by the time I got to say them, I forgot them.
You forgot, or the moment was past?
No, they're my thoughts are just slipping away, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
That curious cookie that I ate before.
What was about? Tell us about the curious cookie.
That's curious, so I can't tell you.
Oh, was it like a special recipe?
Edible?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good
Yep.
stuff.
So what else?
Speaking of movies, everybody's seen Home Alone, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the theory or see or think of the theory yourselves? I can't. Man, hold on a second.
It's all good.
Mouths. So the scene, John Candy, who's what the hell's the polka band that he's in? You guys know what I'm talking about? Remember the scene at the airport when she's begging to go home?
In Home Alone, he's in Home Alone.
Yeah, he's in Home Alone. He's one of the guys in the polka band that she hitches a ride with.
Okay, I don't remember it, but I know Uncle Buck was another John Hughes film. I
Yeah,
think it was Uncle
oh,
Buck.
John Hughes knew how to make a goddamn
Yeah.
movie, man. Holy crap! But Caleb, you know the part I'm talking about?
No. I guess
It's not even worth saying then.
yeah.
Well,
I can't,
anybody in the chat, how about that?
I can't lie.
There's a scene when the mother is right before she meets John Candy.
I vaguely remember it. I mean, I can see.
Yeah,
Not
she's
that I remember, but I can see.
airport counter, asking if there's any, flights, any of this, any of that. So finally she goes, I would even sell my soul I would sell my soul to the devil to get home to my son. Right there, John Candy comes strolling up.
And then there's the scene in
Devil in Home Alone.
there's the scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where he's driving in Steve Martin goes over to look at him and he's the devil,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
Ooh,
So?
crossover right there, playing the same character.
Look
It
out.
wasn't the same.
So
Yeah, John Hughes
oh,
movies were definitely
Yeah.
great.
The next time you watch that movie, just keep an eye out for that.
I will.
I will sell my soul to the devil to get home to my son. Oh, hi, John Candy.
So were they a terrible family, or was it really just a misunderstanding?
When I watched it tonight, I could see how something like that could possibly happen in the morning. But the fact that the argument and fight with Kevin and his mother especially was so involved with him going into the attic and stuff like that.
They set it up perfectly.
They set it
Obviously.
up perfectly, but then when they get out of the two cars, because we all know the neighbor's kid
Spoiler.
spoiler alert, does a head count. And the neighbor's kid was mixed in with the other kids.
Was that the redhead kid?
I don't know, he had a hat on during this part. So he was like reached into the car. So the sister patted his head, counting him. That's why they figured. So you could see how it could happen from the house to the two different vans, the delivery, the vans that are taking them to the airport. But once they get out of those cars and start running through the airport, at some point, because wasn't it only Buzz? They only had the two of the kids were theirs. That was it, right? Kevin and Buzz. I need somebody in here that knows what I'm talking
Let's
about.
break it down. I don't know.
Yeah, for some reason I think like Paul would know. Where's Paul?
Yeah, where's
Yeah, where's
Paul? Yeah, where's Paul? Where's Paul?
But I think that it's Buzz and Kevin. So you got to think like at some point before they get on that airplane, one of the two parents notices that one
Oh,
of their
sure.
kids isn't
Right.
there. Especially in like pandemonium times, the first thing parents are thinking of is where's my kid?
Considering that the amount of time that took place between leaving the house and getting on the plane was probably a couple hours,
They said it was a half hour to the airport or something like that.
and maybe an hour. Then even if it's an hour, you're gonna notice that your kid's missing.
Whatever it was, like I said, they take two different vans to the airport, so I could see how
Okay.
parents just.
Oh, he's in the other van.
yeah. I think Kevin's in the
Where's
other.
Kevin?
Yeah. And back then you had to check in, like at that gate by the gate.
Yeah, you couldn't just run past the.
No, no, you had to get your boarding pass from the gate right there.
Yeah, there's no online check-in with your boarding.
No, there's no show my phone with my
Yep.
barcode. Oh, thumbs up. Johnny's here.
Where's Johnny?
Or maybe the. No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different.
Anyway,
Oh, I'm losing it. And I'm on the West Coast. You guys are nuts.
if you guys watched last night's show,
You guys are nuts.
Nuts.
good old Howie. We didn't see him tonight, but he had a cape on last night. There's everybody.
Mm.
As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby. You and me.
We gotta get it.
be
Yeah,
the luckiest dreamers that ever.
we gotta get a duet of you guys.
Then it doesn't change keys. No, that's just from the. Never mind. I didn't know if they had like the third chorus. Halfway through you bump it up.
Hmm. Well, that was the '80s. The '80s. The last chorus always goes up a step or two.
Perfect example. Bon Jovi.
Modulation.
Modulate.
But yeah,
Modulate.
Desmond Child. Yeah, that was one of his things. Was doing that.
Wow. And I would love to know if there was any doctoring of that last chorus. Or the second half of the last chorus. But man, when that bumps up, the wow,
we're nowhere near the end, not whether we're near the end. I thought it was we're nowhere near the end.
wow, living on a prayer.
Wait, you're singing "Living on a Prayer" and he's holding up the song from Growing Pains. My head's gonna just
I don't know.
explode off my body. Oh.
Which song are we talking about?
Living on a prayer.
Oh, I'm about an hour behind. Sorry.
Pulling the John Bolwer.
Anyway,
Fruitcake Tony, yes.
Wow.
Next time you hear "Living on a Prayer," pay attention to when that last chorus bumps up, because it's like, holy, who'd they get in there to sing that?
there was a credit that I found with Ed on vocals. Ed did background vocals like on some random album. I gotta see if I can find it. I'm telling you that site
album.
Discogs. And I even put it on Discord. It's a rabbit hole. Like you can just spend hours on there.
You put the Discogs on the Discord?
I did. I certainly
on
did.
this board.
There was
No.
Was it this one?
No,
Rick
Discog.
Wyman, Fatherless Child. Background vocals.
No, he plays guitar on that.
Oh no, guitar on that. That's right. Sorry, Rick
Yeah,
Wyman.
the Rick Wyman songs. Yeah,
I know. John,
He's
of
on-
course, Johnny knows everything.
he's on like
All
two of
these.
his songs. He does a guitar solo. I don't know. Once we're done in here, John, if you want to jump in the Discord, we can listen to that.
Yeah.
It's 6 a.m.
Sure. And Johnny, so here's the secrets. You said you had a remix of Secrets. If you look, it says remix on the.
Is that a brain in the middle? Oh,
Yeah,
Where
Yeah.
is it? It does say remix somewhere on there.
it says it's probably. Well, actually, it doesn't say remix.
But-
Has the keyboards on it?
okay. Now pull it
Oh,
away
It
slowly.
says promo. It says promo though, and the
Well,
promo,
no, it actually the one
The
that
pro-
I found does say remix
the
somewhere.
promo
Hold on.
version is a remix, but it's not. Jay, is it technically a remix? Well, yeah, I guess it would.
Yeah,
be.
it would be a remix
if it has an added instrument to it. Would that be considered a remix?
No, it'd be like an alternate version with,
Okay.
It's the same mix, and they probably, when they bounced it down or whatever, they did a version without it and a version with it, and said, "Well, we'll figure out which one we want to use for what."
Hmm.
Yeah, see, it says
Whoa, David Lee
Remix.
Roth.
But-
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. But actually, the
yeah, it's a
Right.
remix.
yeah, that version of it, they go to the chorus a lot quicker too.
So,
Like-
do you think it was another take or just a
No.
remix like they remixed it?
Same take.
Yeah, same take. They just remixed it.
Same
Yeah.
take.
Another track into it.
speaking of Roth, when me and Ellie went to the Christmas tree lighting at Broadway, the barefoot at the beach last week, and you know what? I turned to Jeannie because they lit the tree up, and then as soon as they lit up, fireworks just blasting. So taking the fireworks kick up, I turned to Jeannie. I'm like, you know, what'd be awesome right now if I had the David Lee Roth soundboard going over some PA speakers, because everyone's like, ooh, ah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh God.
What I want to tell you,
Yeah.
better than a baby.
You should play that soundboard during something else.
Hold on, baby. Dave wants to say something. And one more time.
God damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time. Oh God, I'm running. All I've got, I had to steal.
It never gets old until it's old.
Diamond Dave.
Man.
Wow.
Good
Take
stuff.
David Lee Roth. That would be a great commercial. Like, don't some of those like insurance companies have those weird commercials or something? It's like
Oh,
David
yeah.
Lee Roth watching a fireworks show.
In a Geico commercial. Perfect.
Yeah. That would be so funny to have that. My
Mhm.
brain comes up with the dumbest shit right now.
Tony's asking me a question. Caleb, how often do you change strings on your mains? Believe it or not, I'll change them like 3 or 4 days before the gig. And that's pretty much how I do it. And I won't really change them until there's something I need to change them for. So,
Yeah, like once you start noticing, yeah, these are
yeah.
getting dead.
Hey,
Here you go, Johnny.
yeah.
I mean,
He
you can
Nice.
see it.
He lives
Ah.
4 blocks away. He lives 4 blocks away from me. Literally down at the end of my street. He lives.
Who? Andy lives
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah.
I call him Andy.
Yeah. In fact, I was in the car with my wife, and there was these 2 people crossing the street, and I think I was about to run them over, and my wife said, "Look out!" And then they come walking by, and the guy looks at us, and my wife goes, "Holy shit!" And I go, "Yeah, I know. He lives right here." And it's Andy Summers looking at us like we're crazy.
You almost just hit me, you son of a bitch.
You almost hit me.
That's kind of cool. If you had a V, you could do that too.
You could really hurt yourself, man. That guitar.
Ah.
flips.
Oh God, that's what he's doing while Matthias Jabs is playing.
Is that Matthias?
Yeah,
Or
he's
is-
probably looking at him, going, "Stop doing that." Or
No,
whatever
that's
his accent-
Schenker, right?
that's Schenker. Yeah,
Don't forget this fellow.
Like Don Mattingly.
hello,
1984.
Ben Orr.
Come on,
Guitar for the practicing musician.
Yeah.
This is an old one.
Let's go.
I think I stole this from the University of New
I
Haven.
like the nightlife, baby.
They had a great archive that we all kind of found some great.
Hey, Ned.
They had a lot of doubles, so we did. Here's a Dean Markley stack. You ever seen one of these? Imagine going out with that. And you get the
C-3PO. Oh,
the
there's my. Oh, wait. There's my double Z.
what?
Aria Pro 2. That is the first electric guitar I ever owned.
This one or which one?
The Explorer looking one. Aria Pro 2.
Nice.
But it wasn't that color. It was like blue, black sunburst.
What was this one right here? Hold on. Of course, I got it. No, I don't think it's this one. Shit. Aria had some good. Aria Pros were pretty good. A lot of people played those. Michael Anthony played an Aria Pro.
Mm-hmm. Aria Pro 2.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Andy Summers played an Aria Pro back in the early days. Hey, Simon Williams. Welcome, man. We're just watching John Biel flip through his magazines.
I know, right? It's really entertaining. Yeah. It is kind of interesting to see, like, before Photoshop, how they would like put the cover of a magazine together, and it's all one font, and it's just like really basic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Photoshop really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
how they,
well, there is photoshopping, but it's not as
right. It's not
clean.
quote unquote Photoshop. Who's this? Y&T? You guys remember these guys?
Yeah.
Nice.
Summertime girl. You make my whole world.
Anyway,
Show us the good magazines.
so yeah, here's the poll that I think I did. I don't know if I filled these in or if somebody else filled these in.
Well, look at the handwriting. Is that your handwriting?
There's no handwriting. It's
That's
just an
your
X.
Is that
No, right
correct?
there it says something about Eddie V. Eddie
Yeah, Hall of
VH.
Fame award.
Oh, did I write it in?
Somebody
Oh, yeah.
did.
Yeah, that's probably me.
Eddie VH. Hall of Fame award. Eddie VH.
I don't know if that was
Hold
me
on.
though.
Hold on, hold it back up.
Wait, it says Eddie Halen.
No, it says EDDEE. Looks like it says EDDEE.
Randy Rhoads, Metal God in Waiting. Who's the Metal God in Waiting? Billy Sheehan is a Metal God in Waiting.
Halen and Halen.
EDDEE. VH. It's awesome. That's gonna be my new screen name, Johnny.
Wait. No,
I love that.
EDDEE.
that is what I wrote. I don't know. I don't think I wrote that. Let's just say I didn't write
What
that.
would have been awesome is if in that same thing it said Halen, Anthony, and Lee Roth.
Lee Roth.
The Phil Collins tuxedo for versatility.
Lee Roth. The Halens
Man.
and Lee Roth.
Anyone remember this movie? Bill Murray.
Amanda Coombs says it sounds like a law firm. Have you been hurt? Did you get hurt at work?
Who can name that movie?
Halen and Lee Roth.
Go back.
Who can name that movie?
Oh. That's
Ooh,
Bill
I'll
Murray.
give you a nice gift if you can name that movie.
Located
Bill Murray,
nearby-
starring Bill Murray.
A nice gift.
Located nearby
I don't know what the
in
hell.
beautiful
to give you,
Shova.
but maybe win a prize.
We can't
Meatball.
see it.
Meatball?
No.
Hold it closer.
And then pull it back, closer, a little back.
All the
He was a writer. It was Bill Murray. He was a writer. Obviously, a typewriter.
keep holding it. Maybe I can read that.
Well, let's see if anyone in the chat can get that.
Okay. In the chat.
I'm really interested because that was one of my favorite like college movies. Like we watched that often.
Or you could go Halen,
State
Lee Roth, and
VOD.
Halen. That's kind of like how.
Oh, John Parson got it. John Parson got it.
All right, Buffalo.
He played
Is that a movie or a TV show?
the writer.
Was that a movie or a
One-
TV show?
What the heck was his name? The writer's name? Hunter. Ian. I mean, not Ian Hunter. Hunter S. Thompson.
U.S.
Anyway, that's the end of my segment.
Hunter U.S. Thompson. It's U.S.
We're the Buffalo Room.
With the Buffalo Room. Wow.
Yeah, what does he win? You said there's a prize.
He wins the
The C-3PO.
applause from all of us.
Cock rod.
Yeah, you want this? If you, I used to have all those Star Wars trading cards, but I don't know
No,
if I ever had that one.
Brought to you by Halen and Halen.
if you bought the when you were a kid, if you bought
When
the
push comes to
C-3PO
shove.
if you bought the C-3PO lightsaber, it came with a waist strap.
Strap on.
Hand,
Strap on lightsaber.
oh, come on, no hands right on the box.
It comes with the lightsaber extension.
Insert lightsaber sound.
Unisex.
Whom.
with loads of C-3PO voice record. Ooh, R2, you shouldn't have.
Oh my!
God damn it, baby. I'm going to tell you one more time.
R2D2.
Lightsaber already activated.
My head is backwards. You put my head on. What does he say? When Chewbacca puts them back together.
I'm backwards.
And all I've got.
You overgrown furry elf. Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And think of the C-3PO costume for Christmas. You don't have to hold your bag.
That's why he wasn't so bummed when he lost his arm because, you know,
He always had the third one in case
right,
he
he was like,
Oh, I think I'll
got a
make
spare.
like, oh, my arm's gone. Oh, but that's still there.
Your arm's off.
Okay.
It's just a flesh wound.
Nearly a flesh wound.
It's just a flashlight.
It's just a flashlight.
a flashlight saber.
Lightsaber.
Oh,
Yeah, you have the picture of that card again, John? I gotta see it. Please tell me. Oh man,
that's the thumbnail or whatever you want to call it. The C-3PO nail.
Yeah, what do you want to call it?
the title of the show. Instead of the date, you put C-13.
There we go.
And I think in reality, it's something behind the actor. That, I mean, it just happened to line up. I don't know
I
if
thought it was drawn on there.
No, they made that.
Did they really? All right.
You can Google that, and
This is the other
they
version.
have both cards together, and you'll
Hold
see
on.
that that was actually added on. That extension part was
Oh,
added.
there it is.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Somebody at Tops was having a lot of fun.
Yo, number one, how did that go out? I mean, there's
Yeah.
no way you don't see that when you have somebody looking through and make sure.
Quality control.
Going cleaning up his kids' cars.
Well, how do you let push comes to shove come through too?
And then
you know?
most parents would probably blame the kid because it looks drawn on. Did you draw this on? No, Ma, I swear I didn't do it.
I think Tony's like 15 minutes behind.
Area Pro.
You
Well,
know what
it's all right.
Johnny did last night? Telling the other parents. What? He drew a penis on C3. Hey, all the parents think their kids did it.
Sure.
They did the same thing. Oh man.
Oh my
How
God.
much is that card worth?
Yeah, and how many of them got out?
I'm sure you can find out.
Well, you know the cover of is it Little Mermaid?
Oh yeah.
The castle that looks like a
And that was like the full on release. Yeah. Well,
yes.
Full on
and
release.
that's what she said. Yeah.
I got a little bit of a background story on that. We went to a Comic-Con in Myrtle Beach a few weeks ago, and they had one of the they had an artist, not him. Actually the artist that we talked to was from a different movie. But there was somebody that I don't know if it was one of the writers or actors or voice actors. I think it was one of the voice actors for the movie for Little Mermaid. So we asked them about the cover, and the one guy was like, "Oh, I know exactly what happened." He said they had 4 artists that worked on that cover, and when it came back and they asked questions, none of them admitted to it, so they fired them all. I was like, damn. And I said, to this day, nobody ever admitted. And according to this guy, he said, yeah, as far as I know, nobody's still admitted to doing it.
There's stuff throughout Disney's history that's controversial. Like a lot of.
Well, what was the movie that there's a full animated feature that they completely disowned because it's all about slavery and racial.
No, we're talking about like stuff.
Sex stuff,
Stuff
The song from the South, I think, is the one that's completely erased from the Disney history.
Look at Dumbo. Look at the Black Crows and Dumbo.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's crazy. You listen to them talk, you're like, oh my God.
I thought you were talking about that. In Aladdin, I think it is. There's a cloud or something that goes past real quick, and doesn't it say like sex or something?
Was it I think it was Lion King.
Whatever it is.
The story, according to blah, 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 is that there appears to have been some shenanigans on the set during filming. C-3PO was given something a little extra, and a picture was taken. Today, the images spread quickly. So I don't know if it was an actual real Topps card or if they just put that in there. The nature of the error, given the nature of the error, yeah, they released the card. Who knows?
Shut them all down. Shut them all down.
They're dying, Art. They're dying.
Man.
How about the stormtrooper that hits his head? You guys remember that one?
That would be a great parody skit. You know what I mean?
They've done that too, like the bloopers of Star Wars, and like the SNL did some great ones with Star Wars.
See on like a show where even
SNL,
YouTube.
SNL did the screen tests. Remember?
The screen test, yeah, that's right.
Got walking in there.
That'd be great.
Nice ship.
He's
Have to run 12 parsecs. Crazy.
And I think Christopher Walken actually did read for Han Solo. There's this video of that.
Oh, really?
Or I know this video of Kurt Russell doing it.
Huh? Yeah, and William Catt. He was up for that.
William Catt, the greatest American hero.
I'm looking at this mermaid cover you guys are talking about.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
People are trying to sell these for thousands of dollars.
Let's see it.
These VHS covers.
You have it? Oh.
Well, the thing with Disney is they didn't release their videos like full on.
A part of the castle.
What?
Oh my gosh, we can't show that.
Yes, you
Of course you can.
No.
Controversial
Come on, man.
mermaid. Little Mermaid. Oh, look at that. It comes up right away.
Look at that.
Literally.
Comes up right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
No. No.
It's just a cover. It's just a cover. There's nothing there. I mean,
Well,
what
we
are you
can tell
talking about?
people. We can tell people to look it up.
It is pretty blatant though when you
Hello.
dive on in.
Hello. Hello, I'm showing it.
You can see how that one could slip by, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna notice that.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly.
It's Amanda Coombs. I had it printed on my locker in high school.
Oh my god.
How does one walk with that? Thank you, Metal. Soda.
Wow.
There's a lot of cool Tia Tetsu switches. Isn't there a shot with the stormtroopers wearing New Balances? But there's so many. Back, it was such a low budget for that first
Wait a second.
Star Wars trilogy.
In the real movie,
I think that's true. I've heard that. There's
Where
a
in
lot of
the
little Easter eggs in there.
I gotta see this, man.
Well, when they showed like the whole when there's like 50 or 500 stormtroopers standing guard in the Death Star, half of those are fake.
No, I know that they didn't
Yeah.
hire 5,000 friggin'.
Right.
Hold on a second, but there's somebody wearing New Balance in a shot.
I don't know if that's true.
Whoa,
Hey, could
There's
be.
like, apparently there's a priest boner in this one.
What the heck is that?
In the Little Mermaid. Look at the
Like
priest boner.
Oh, there it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Oh man.
Wow. Those
That was
animators are having fun.
Well, when you're drawing 24 frames a second.
What was
you
I
gotta
saying again? What was I gonna look up?
I don't know.
have-
Shut them all down.
My brain's fried, man.
I know.
Yeah, I'm good, boys.
All right. Well, I think
time
it's
is it?
is it okay for
It's
John?
3:04, so I think it's almost that time.
Yeah, it's midnight 04 here.
Midnight on 4. It's December.
Yeah, happy December, boy.
Holy crap! It is December. Is this the first? Is it
It's December 2nd.
December 2nd? A date that will live in? No, that's 7th. Sorry.
It's December 2nd, somewhere in the South Pacific.
The southern tip of Vancouver Island.
Any
So
Gary
they're-
Hoey
they're-
fans? Gary Hoey does his whole. Gary Hoey.
Gary Hoey.
I think he's a local guy too, Massachusetts guy. Gary Hoey.
Oh, God. That's what I was going to look up.
Napalm Death. Jay, you must be a fan of them.
Not really.
Not really.
And so is the show Shova.
It's kind of
Hold on,
fizzling out, right?
I'm looking at
Steve Lukather. Too good for the cold. Too good for the gold. Sorry.
it's
Killing
bringing up,
Joke.
it's
Sorry.
bringing up shoes to wear if you're going to dress up like a stormtrooper.
Hamer. Johnny's a Hamer fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which it's like what a 90s hammer though?
Yeah,
Or
who's
80s?
this? I don't know who that is.
MC Hamer.
MC Hamer Telly.
It's so small.
Hammer time.
T51. A Hamer T51.
Hmm.
Let me find one more good. What are the DA88s? Do you guys ever record on those? The DA88s? That's what I learned on in college. Tascam, 8 tracks.
Nope.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I recorded on a Fostex,
Al Demiola, another
First.
great.
and then I got into the Tascams.
Here's a Star Wars. Look
What are we looking at? Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to DOD pedals? They still make pedals, DOD?
little shower there. There you go. Controversy.
Yeah, DOD. Are they? They're
They
still
still make
around.
pedals or what? You don't see them a lot.
Oh, I think I remember that the DOD like overdrive was the first time I ever like heard real distortion through a guitar.
I think pretty much every guitar store had the whole array of DoD pedals.
Yeah.
That was the kind of the first. I think I had a DoD flanger was the first one. And you always, when I was younger, when I was first playing guitar, you always wanted to find the pedal that made like the most noise or made them like the craziest sound. You wanted a flanger that you could turn all the way up, or a phaser that you could turn all the way up. Nowadays, it's all about, you know, making it fit in the mix or something, or a wet dry, you know. Just you got to have it sit in the mix and not to be
Or
overpowering.
fit in the mix, wet dry.
Make it fit in the mitts.
Fit in the mix,
Exactly.
wet dry.
You know, C-3PO has a problem with that.
Yeah,
Got to make it fit in the mitts.
yeah.
Tessie
still have-
says DOD has relaunched with a bunch of pretty good reissues. Well, I remember them kind of like being the like the GoBots to the Boss Transformer.
Right.
Kind of how
Exactly.
you know. And I just remember
Yeah, Boss and Ibanez were the two top ones, and then
These are considered Les Paul spin-offs. I don't know if nowadays, like a PRS, I guess you could call them a Les Paul spin-off, but there's a whole article about Les Paul spin-offs. A bitchin' Finn.
the reason I think I wanted to use Boss pedals was just the feel of the Boss pedals is super heavy construction.
Mm-hmm.
The foot, you know, you click it down, it, you know, you feel it. But the DOD, it was like that extra plastic kind of like,
yeah, click.
yeah, and it didn't feel good. And also, I remember,
Well, like an MXR has that really good click on the
those switches.
pedal.
How long would they even last?
Yeah, it felt like it was gonna break. Any
DoD was just like you couldn't tell. I mean, there was no click or anything.
Yeah, I don't think I ever owned a DOD pedal. I owned a lot of Boss pedals, but never a DOD.
Dodd. That's what we used to call them. Dodds. I don't know.
Duds.
Picking that up.
Dodds.
Duds.
Richie Blackmore, back when he was in he actually used to show himself. He used to do stuff.
Whoa.
No, Richie Blackmore used to give interviews and stuff, but nowadays, I mean,
Oh.
for years he never did anything.
Oh,
The headlines on Blabbermouth tomorrow. Richie Blackmore,
used to show himself.
rumor surfaces.
But he's the Red Beach. Again, half of the article is missing, but the Red Beach guitar. I always when those came out, those were really cool. I mean, that it was such a strange design, completely. Oh, here's the Lynch.
Good night, fruitcake. Or good night, Tony.
Lynch. What
Good
is
night,
he
Tony.
wearing?
The captain.
Yeah, and he's got like a. I don't know what he's wearing.
Is Michael Anthony sitting on the toilet in that thing?
I don't know which one.
Is
Oh,
that
that
Michael
one?
Anthony?
Oh, he's sitting on a road case.
Mad Anthony's hot sauce. Great for the toilet.
That's Randy Savage.
And one more thing. This is one more thing
Randy
that I
Anthony.
grabbed from the parents' house. Guitar player.
Oh man, that's a great
That one?
book. I have that. Yeah,
Wow.
that's a great book.
Again, just like a bot. I mean, it's really got everything. It's got every artist you can, every guitar. You know, this was probably like early '90s.
A lot of words.
A lot of words, exactly, right? I mean, it's all. But that's cool shit. You know, you can really. It's interviews. It's got a bunch of interviews with Ed, Brian May. Here's Brian May. Brian May on his recordings.
Is this the second half of the show starting right now? Or?
This is the end of the show. It's gone. It's I don't know. This is the Thanksgiving version, like where you just kind of fall asleep while you're watching it.
What's the opposite of Pepto? What's milk of magnesia? What is that called?
I don't know.
Topaz?
Chuck Rainey. Anyone know who Chuck
No,
Rainey?
it's something that makes you poop.
Oh, the X-Lax.
Yeah, but there's a name for what it is, not like a brand name.
Andre
Diuretic.
That's a hot sauce company should just be honest. Put on the
Andre Segal.
bottle. Texas Pete's laxative.
Texas Pete. Johnny, there's a whole thing. There's a whole part of Andy Summers there. There's a whole article
Yeah.
on Andy Summers.
Man, I have that book. I've read all that. Yeah.
Playing a Haim.
Yeah.
Tommy Tedesco. Anyone and big fans of Tommy Tedesco out there?
Tony Tedeschi?
Who the hell is that?
The opposite.
I really don't know. Eddie Van Halen. You heard of this guy? Check it.
Tommy Tedeschi.
Tony Tedeschi.
Tedeschi Trucks and
He was a big studio guy, wasn't he?
sure,
Mhm.
I guess so. There's a couple interviews with Ed there. Merle Travis. Anyway, Doc Watson. Got to remember John Williams. Isn't he?
Yo, read Amanda's comment.
I just did. Hanging out with C3.
Which one? Hanging out with So wait a minute. Were Johnny and Edgar Winter actually albinos? Did anyone know that?
Yes.
They were like full on real twins in albino. Like that's got to be a rarity. Twin albinos, right?
3PO in the new Star Wars. He has his
3PO.
red eyes.
And he's an albino. Look at this. How about that? He's got a mini less. He's got a little guitar.
Yeah.
Frank Zappa.
He's just really big.
So who was the guy that built Ed's mini Les Paul?
Find out next week on the Johnny Bean Show.
I wonder if it was the same guy that built both of them. Somebody knows. One of Johnny or Caleb must know. Come on, man.
What have you?
Let's tease that.
John BL, hit the John BL button.
Right?
Well, this is a cool book, John.
Yeah, it is a cool book.
Going.
That's a great
I'm going to
book.
keep going. Acquiring guitars and keeping them in shape. If you have like a guitar like
In a
this
shape.
one here, like a harp, if your guitar looks like a harp, you can keep it in shape. And that cloud, like blob,
Flipping me off.
How many strings
Oh.
are on that?
The cloud blob.
those
How
are
many
interesting
strings are on-
designs right there, right?
How
Guitar
many strings are on that
warranties.
guitar you were pointing to?
The art of the inlay. All right, enough.
Inlay.
Anyway,
How many strings were on that guitar that you were pointing to? You didn't hear me ask that?
I have no idea.
Damn.
Is it Shova yet?
Is it Shiva? Shit and Shiva?
See ya.
Good Lord. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button.
Night,
And
everybody.
end this freaking show.
Oh, awesome.
No, anyway, thank you for joining and thank you for watching tonight. Thank you. Are we still live? Good. Thank you, Metal Soda. Thank you, Brett McCord. Thank you, Simon Williams, Amanda Coombs, Tessie Switch, Mickey Settlemeyer, Fruitcake Tony. Thank you again. Thank you. No, Fruitcake has been cool. He gave me a shirt last week, and I gave him a poof shirt. Who else is out there? Nightbot. Don't forget Nightbot. Don't forget Johnny Bean. Michael Smith was in for a couple seconds in there.
He's there.
Kella.
Same people chiming in there.
Kella.
Killa.
John, you got to get the Michael Smith captain. sound.
John Parsons, thank you.
Oh, that's Kella.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us on Saturday night. Don't forget to
Thumbs up.
fucking hell.
Kella.
Anyway,
All right.
We got to go 3 hours. Wait. We're at 2:58. We got to go 2 more minutes.
what are you talking about? 2:58. It's 3:16. It's 3:16. Come on.
No. The time of the show.
Oh, the time of the now is
In the upper
3:16.
corner.
Oh, 3:17.
Oh, 3:17.
Yeah, we got to go another minute and a half.
We gotta know.
Yeah,
We
we
gotta
got
go another 12 hours.
Yeah, Jay has OCD. He needs a nice round number.
Thank you, Thomas Santiago.
Get it to 3.
2 minutes to midnight.
This is the longest minute ever.
What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for another
Wait, give me.
a minute, 15 seconds, right?
All right,
you
let's
wanna
find it. Let's
3
all right,
hours.
I'm gonna find a real obscure
Oh.
band that no one has ever heard of, and I'm gonna read you their bio.
And
60 seconds.
All right, let me get my glasses. Hold on. Shit.
Just end it.
55 seconds.
No, we got to do this because
1
this is
minute.
gonna- All right, here it is.
Everybody, leave a thumbs up.
The band is called Donato or Didato. So let's see.
You're not going to
Keyboard
get through much of that. Keep
40 seconds.
All right,
Judge me
Didato.
out.
Their
You look like
first
a totally
album was
different
called
person with the
Prelude in
glasses on.
1973. Their second album was called Didato
30
2.
seconds.
Dildodo?
Entered recording as an arranger conductor at 17, mixed classical influences. Oh, shut the fuck up, right?
20 seconds.
All right, let's find one more, a good one. Dr. Feelgood, the name of it was an actual band. Dr.
Yeah,
Feelgood. Created in 1971, a UK band called Dr. Feelgood.
5 seconds.
They released how many albums? 1, 2, 3, 4. Up until 1982, they released about 9 albums.